Diablo, the Lord of Terror's semi-celestial binds are weakening, allowing him to walk among the mortal world in search of his brothers, the demon lords, Mephisto and Baal. As he draws nearer to his brethren, Diablo's power grows and will eventually permit him to shed his mortal coil. Together, the brothers, also known as the Three Prime Evils, seek out the World Stone, the heart and soul of this world, with the ultimate goal of corrupting the World Stone and controlling humanity, drawing ever closer to reality. A small band of adventurers has been plucked from distant realms and thrown together in this new world, placed upon a path with the aim of stopping this corruption before it can consume everything and spread to other dimensions. Welcome to the world of Sanctuary.
Alright, welcome back to Abracadabra. We're kind of in a rush right now. One of our players that's doing our recap is had something kind of important. So, Rowan, take it away.
Okay, so last week we left off from getting attacked by a bunch of snake people. Under, I guess, Ross and Draven's advice, we all retreated into the layman's tiny hut and had the time to finish our most of us finished our long rest. While Draven and Rosé,
oh my god. I will eat all of your food there. Don't play with me.
Kept watch. We found out there's some giant snake people. 3 of which stayed to watch our bubble during the entirety of the long rest. And just as the bubble was about to fall, we decided to ambush said snake people and completely finish them off in like a round or two. So while Spirit Guardians was up, we stormed temple and had a bit of an encounter with a portal and a face hugger. And a snake person protecting a clutch of eggs, I think. Rosé could not deal with letting these things live, so he decided to try and torch egg and invoke the wrath of the snake people while the rest of the party went up ahead and decided to confront the boss room. And we got into a battle, and most of us got wrecked by the stun attack. The AoE stun attack. I don't know what to call it. Is there a proper name for it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And some of us succeeded to save. Some of them decided to fail, and they eventually succeeded. Vec got knocked down for like the entirety of the fight.
I was just a
Vec.
pin cushion.
I'm sorry, Vec.
I tanked all that damage for you.
Right?
MVP took all the damage. So great.
True.
Protected the rest of us from getting our asses handed to us. Rosé eventually caught up to us and helped attack the big boss. Keeping it distracted. And then eventually we ended up killing most of the snake people. Lazarus finished it off with the big boss with a, a lightning? Call lightning?
Lightning
bolt.
Freaking Hadouken across the room.
A Kamehameha
While he was protecting Vec's stunned and greased up body. Also played Greek. Finally made a comeback.
Used for something other than innuendos.
Right.
Finally useful for something. And then, so with everything dead in the room, we decided to approach the ritual table where a staff was connected to like a giant ball of magical energy and was laser beamed up to the sun, I guess. I don't know. Kavath and Phil were both yelling at Rowan and Simon to like get us the fuck away from that or we're gonna die. So Vec, who did not have any magical items on him, decided to pick it up and brought it away from the altar, thus ending the ritual, which Ross confirmed by going outside and checking on the sun. And that's where we left off, besides us collecting poison sacks, the fire rune, and I think that's it.
Yep.
Spicy sacks.
Spicy snacks.
So, I'm just gonna add that you guys, you guys did deduce that whatever this ritual was, obviously it needed some power source to continue, right? And that's what was happening. The ritual, once cast, was feeding off of this power from this staff, which you guys also knew from previous drawings in the book and the journals, was the Herodric staff, or a Herodric staff. So, supposed to be a pretty powerful item, but at this point, it because of your detect magic, you noticed that it was greatly depleted and it barely even given off a glow at this point. So,
And then I tried to attune to it.
yeah, you've essentially attuned to a plus 0.5 staff.
It is now a walking stick.
It's
Yep.
a walking
Nice.
stick. Oh no.
All right.
The world's most powerful.
I'm
walking stick.
awarding this inspiration, right?
Mm-hmm.
To Vec because he tanked all that damage last session.
Hey.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I
And
tanked over
I'm
150
gonna go back
damage.
to the dinner. I will
All right.
mute myself now. Bye.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pause the stream.
Go, let's go.
All right. Sorry about that, folks. We are ready now. So, let's do. Yeah, let's just put everybody back here. Let me grab some tokens. No, not Ross. You're already on the map. And Simon. Alright, everybody should be on the map. Alright. So really not much time has passed. Everybody kind of rested and recuperated a little bit while inside the temple. Y'all have come out here. It is, wow, somebody's bumping. It is, well, actually, now the sun's out. You could tell it's about mid-morning. So y'all were about on schedule with morning time. Maybe a little off. So, because I mean, y'all hadn't been in here very long. So, but it is probably a couple hours before noon. And yeah, you're more than welcome to jump on the camels and head back towards the city now that you have the sun, and it is starting to get hot quickly.
I'm gonna take the heads of as many of the snake people as I can and lash them to the camel. I don't know if I guess I would look to those that have been here, Simon, Lazarus, Rowan. Do these creatures have a bounty on their head? Where I'm from, such a practice is commonly known.
As far as I know, these things just live out here.
Might as well take them back. They might be worth something to someone.
I nodded, Simon. My thoughts exactly.
Well, you know, I think we should hurry back and claim that we brought back the sun so the people can see what I did.
Yes, what you did, I say, shaking my head in disgust.
Yes, you don't need to repeat me.
I growl and I spend the 10 minutes to bring Firebrand back. Just see to it that you don't do anything untoward towards your camel.
I would never.
And
I don't know where this
yeah.
is coming from.
I have a small smile as I I mount my my horse.
All right. Oh, horse. Yep, I forgot you had a horse. Hold on, I can get that for you.
It is a-okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But what if it's
It is
cool?
If it's cool, great. Like don't get me wrong, I'm down for it, but it is not
I only
it is
wanted
not
to put some effort
mandatory.
into it.
You said it was kind of a flaming horse, like.
Yep.
Kind of looks
Yeah.
undead.
Limp-wristed.
Yeah, you got.
Limp-wristed.
Why?
It would be like, nay, sister, nay.
How about we just go with that? How about
Oh, that's pretty badass.
Like a big war
I'm
horse.
here for it. I love it.
that?
Thank
Kind
you.
of a skeletal head.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Why are you under the horse, bro?
I am not. I'm not engaging. I'm not engaging. I sit astride the horse, and with the camels kind of burdened with the. Actually, no. I'm taking the heads and I'm putting them on my horse because I don't want. I know Draven well enough to know he'd be like, yes, and these are the heads I collected.
Okay.
Yep. Are you all ready?
I kind of walk up to Ross and put head in here if you like. And then I just kind of like present you like this bag. It's kind of smallish, but I open it up and you just see a black void.
That's yeah. I would take the rope that I used to kind of bind them together and drop. How many heads would I have gotten, DM, so that we know what we're working with?
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 20? Way too many for you to actually carry, you know?
Yeah, that's why we're having Vex in his amazing, endless, bottomless bag. Okay, got it. Carry it for us. So, yep, I dumped the heads in there.
Okay. Well, you now have a pack of holding full of serpent heads.
Gross.
Oh no!
That's what I thought.
Vec just kind of smiles, and before he walks back to a camel to ride, he kind of just looks back up on you. This fun. Good. He just kind of like lost in thought for a moment. We can go home.
What do you mean?
I
want to go home.
We all want to go home, buddy.
Kind of looks back at you. Kind of looks back at Ross and what me?
We've all been dropped off here. We were supposedly needed for some purpose. Take out this bad guy who's trying to wreck this wonderful land and release his brothers.
So, can't go home?
Not quite yet.
Nick, I assure you that we will do everything we can to return you to the place you are supposed to be. We're going to do that for all of us. If it's the last thing I do, I will see it so. And I would rest a hand on your shoulder.
His ears droop a little bit. And he's like, no. Oh, okay.
In the meantime, let's continue to make spicy dishes out of our enemies.
Yeah, spicy.
If we can't sell those, I'm sure they would make a fine cuisine. I'll eat them with you. I say, suddenly unsure of the promise I just made.
Here we go.
Why here? Why he's trying to vocalize why brought here?
Look to Simon, Lazarus, and Rowan for that.
How exactly did you end up in that cell?
I follow voice in wood. Was sucked through tear in wood and fell in kitchen.
Well, as for Simon and Rowan, they came here on their own. There was a woman who kind of invited them, said they had a greater purpose here. As for the rest of us, we're about as lost as you are, big guy. I was chased through a portal by a dragon. I don't know where these two came from. You fell into a kitchen. And that's about as much as we know.
You know where we came from. For some reason, you can see like I'm like pretty defensive about that statement. We're Allegonians, proud kingdom of the Termish.
You say that like I know where that is.
Well, I'm telling you where it is. Make sure when you refer
And where
to
is it? Point on a map to me where that is, please.
I will
Because where
do
you're
so.
from and where I'm from are two completely different worlds as far as I'm concerned.
All I am saying
Rowan
is
pulls out a map of Faerun and hands it to Ron.
you're fucking beautiful.
Just holding up the map of Faerun.
Well, to be fair, Rowan was traveling across Faerun when all this happened.
That's
So
awesome.
She would have a map.
I gotta say
no,
that
Feyre was sorry, but she probably got the map from Feyre.
I gotta say I would not have been prepared for that as I was getting ready to get into this verbal debate, and I just looked down at the map. Oh, well, Lazarus, it's right here. I say, unfolding the map and pointing to the land.
How convenient.
Thank you, Rowan. I suddenly just like all the air kind of deflated out of me. There's no more tension. I'm just like, oh yeah, here's my homeland right here.
Where was Lazarus from?
I'm from Ravnica.
Ravnica. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, completely different.
Yep.
I would like to learn where your home is as well. Forgive my rudeness. I'm tired.
Seeing as I'm from the Undercity, there isn't really a specific area that I live, but underground is a safe bet.
Like the Underdark?
More like the underground. Like tunnels.
Yes, the Underdark. I say, shaking my head in understanding.
Yes, the Underdark.
With the giant glowing mushrooms and everything.
No, more like stalactites and crumbling walls. A strange amount of architecture. Very nice, though. I wouldn't go down any of those, like, waterways, though. You'd likely get assassinated. Have your parts sold on the market.
Something drow tend to do.
What's a drow?
Yeah, I look at Lazarus, a bit dumbstruck.
So, like me, except pointier ears and darker skin.
Uh,
And
dark-skinned elf?
far meaner temperament. It's not just about Rowan's look.
An angry
in this-
dark-skinned elf?
They're plenty angry. The point is, where Rowan values life and seems to have a moral compass, the Drow, the dark-skinned elves, they take pride in debasing life, belittling it, and it seems to give them a sense of power. They are ruthless. They would strip the flesh off a man for their own entertainment.
Vec is just looking over this map, and he sees where he was from. He just kind of puts a claw on it. Here, I'm from here. And you see that he's pointing to his Eltergard.
Ooh, really? The companions, interesting. Oh, let me find out. He's secretly a paladin.
Well, that's just outside Baldur's. I used to live there.
So we're kind of
No.
close together to each other. Those of us that are from that same world.
And
I have a friend. She helped me talk.
That's good. Keep practicing. You sound like me when I first escaped, but I learned pretty quickly.
Still learning.
Speaking
getting
of these,
hot up here.
yeah.
Should probably get moving.
We should.
I'm gonna assume y'all
Let's
are
get
kind of
these camels
slowly
back.
moving and talking at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I'd make that assumption.
These drow. They sound a lot like House Demir back from where I am. It's a big place. Well, not a place. It's one of the guilds that run, well, Ravnica. They live in the Undercity, deal a lot in secrets. They're the kind of people who know everything you don't want them to, and will kill you for it. Does that sound correct?
Must confess, I tried to avoid, at least Draven and I tried to avoid the Underdark as much as possible. The Drow houses do sound very much like this guild you were speaking of. Their houses play dangerous games and trade lives for deals and foul bargains. I think it sounds very similar. I looked at Draven for confirmation.
What about Dawn Warrior?
No.
Yes. That is what they should call me when we get back.
Oh god.
Oh, you what?
Dawn Warrior. Wait, what were you guys talking about? Did you need me? No, Sunbringer.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he's already moved on. He's
Yeah.
talking himself again.
Jesus Christ.
Simon mounts his camel.
Oh shit! Do y'all want to see this?
I don't think we want to see Simon mounting anything.
Many mount jokes.
No, not enough mount jokes.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm just gonna put everybody with a camel. I'm not gonna attach them because you're actually not gonna be moving at the moment. I'm just gonna leave y'all on this map until y'all decide that y'all are ready to get back to the city. Or, actually, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna go back to the home map while y'all have y'all's discussion or whatever, and then when y'all are ready, we'll move on.
So, how did you get here? Not how, as in you got dragged in by Skarner and some other big demon, but what were you doing beforehand?
Who's
Yes.
that directed towards?
That was
Yeah.
directed towards Ross.
Oh,
Okay.
You asked that,
Yeah.
and where Ross and you were having like this exchange of cultural information, you can see like my jawline kind of jumps out. I'm clenching my teeth, and suddenly I'm really focused ahead of me. Draven and I were having a fight.
Like a sparring match?
I was winning, of course. Continue.
I was trying to kill him.
Hmm. I can see why.
damn.
It's complicated. We both made a mistake that cost our friends their lives.
Well,
Lost.
welcome
you
to
mean
the
we
club,
both-
buddy.
You hear Stelmate just get frustrated. What do you mean we both made a mistake?
Yeah, I shoot you a dirty glare. Your next word should be considered very carefully.
You're ugly. What you going to do?
Lazarus, you would see me like it's because we're probably close enough that we're so we could talk, but you would see like that red hand mark on my face. It's you're not quite sure, but you think it starts to glow or turns a little bright. You're not quite sure.
Seeing that, I will begin to prepare a spell at Ross, just in case he gets hostile.
Chill touch.
Yeah. Charm person.
Chill out, dude. Okay.
So you said
Oh.
you guys were having a fight because of what happened back in Alagon, and you lost a bunch of friends.
Look back at Simon and nod.
Well,
Yeah.
that story is a little similar to everyone here, as far as I'm aware. We've all lost people not long before we came here.
Vec just kind of just looks around. Lost tribe.
Tribe?
Family.
And what were you doing before you came through?
Laying in field. Looking at the sun.
Master Simon, you've been quiet. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
no.
mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Master Simon, you've been quiet through all this. What were you doing?
Before I came here, I was enjoying a peaceful 2 years on this island. Just kind of living the solitary life. I was shipwrecked and, had no way of getting off the island, so I just kind of made a home there. And that's when this old lady, Mala, was all like, I need you. And I was like, okay, sure.
I got nothing better to do. So yeah, I went with her, and then ended up here.
That kind just chimes in like, no old lady I saw was sucked in portal.
Master, Master Lazarus made that point earlier. It seems Simon and Rowan willingly chose to come here to this world. I think it's called Sanctuary. But the rest of us, circumstance brought us here. Things beyond our control. I say this to Vec.
Miss Home. Miss
Ryan.
Lori.
Oh. I do think that, you know what? Yeah. I do think what I would say is, you all are very brave people. I admire your strength. I understand you wanting to go home, but the fact that you didn't selfishly look to your own personal desires and endeavored to help them, these people, it speaks much to your spirit. To that, I salute you.
Dawnbringer! Dawnbringer! That was what they should call me.
You idiot! Shut up! I say. I would try to throw whatever I have in my pack at him. I at this point I am just fed up with Raven. Let me see. Have anything I can chuck at him?
A head? You got some heads?
No.
Those heads are currently in Vex.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Those and also those are too valuable to waste on Draven. So no.
I've got fireball beads.
Oh shit.
Would you hand one to Ross?
I would contemplate it.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, I would probably take something from my mess kit, and I would. I don't want to waste a cup on him. I take one of the plates and just discus throw it at his head.
The cup is too valuable.
Yup.
I mean, Draven's pretty agile, but he is stuck in his own head.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention, man.
And then he's on a camel.
Yeah, you see a plate just king off the side of his head. Draven, yeah, you feel a I mean, nothing extremely painful, but definitely get knocked upside the head with something.
Nice shot.
Oh.
I know what it was. He was dazzled by all this brightness.
I wanna use my mage hand to pick up the plate and give it back to Ross before it gets too far.
Gotcha. Sean, what are you eating, man? I'm hungry, and that whatever you're eating, it sounds good.
Hear me?
I got Italian pizza.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
So it's like Italian sausage, green peppers, and all this other stuff all over it.
That sounds so good.
Get it, boy.
Well,
yeah,
I could hear him eating when he would bring his mic back on to answer someone, and he was still chewing. Yeah, he's munching.
Sorry.
We got the
Stone
ASMR.
cold. Ah, yes. Bless us with that ASMR.
Stalemate will watch the plate slowly be returned to Ross and put 2 and 2 together. And then laugh.
I'm making eye contact with you as the plate floats to me.
Hey, you're getting like a big grin in return, but I am rubbing my head where it hit. Bro. This is why you and I get along. It is because you are not completely a pussy.
Yeah, that makes me angry for some reason. I shove the plate in my pack and don't look at you. I hate the fact that I stoop down to your level. Damn it.
Yeah.
Definitely a love-hate relationship.
As we continue through the desert, anyone else have any more RP they wanna do before we switch scenes, or should we move forward?
So we are actually on the camels trekking across.
Yeah, you're moving. It's
Okay.
at this point, it's been a couple of hours since y'all left. So
Well, Simon, Simon was taking up the back, kind of watching everybody, and seeing if anything came up on us. I nudged my camel faster to catch up to Ross and Draven, and asked him, "So, what's the plan once we get back to town?"
Well,
I'm thinking a parade.
A parade?
a parade. Okay.
As we return, the triumphant heroes. Sure, they will be showered with roses and coin.
Okay, so after the mini celebration or this grand event that you're picturing, where are we going from here?
Take that staff to Master Kane. We need to find two. I think it was. I heard you all speaking it. I think this is probably a good time to tell you. I have access to knowledge that I can't yet explain to you. I promise in time I will, but for now, trust me when I say something is coming. Someone. I do not know if it's one of these prime evils we've heard so much about, but I do know that it is a terrible catastrophe heading this way. The longer we... Oh, yes?
Oh, no, continue.
I would just say the longer we dally, the closer it gets.
You will hear the most sarcastic gasp come from Lazarus. Like, no, really? For a man who can turn his face into a skull, you certainly seem like the honest type, one who tells everybody everyone's secrets. Of course, we figured you weren't telling us everything.
You got roasted by a kobold, you shit!
Yeah, I think I looked between you guys completely, like, went over my head. I don't understand your words, but this only recently came to mind. I learned it a couple of days ago. Did you already know this?
I wouldn't say we already knew it, but you seem like the kind of man who keeps secrets close to his chest, and with the way that you speak to us, you seem to have a lot of those.
I grow quiet, and I guess I think about that. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. I just think that we should take the staff to Master Kane.
Vec just takes the staff that's just been stowed on his back and like, this staff important?
I think the staff is actually, a part of it.
We might want to take it to Deckard.
Yeah, I say we totally drop this off to Deckard. But if you remember the last pages of Radaman's journals, where there was something said that lightning, fire, and ice, we got to repeat the words thrice. So it seems like they might be talking about these runes that we have. So it seems that we're missing an ice one. We still have that portal in the sanctum that we need to check out. So I have a feeling that we're gonna find that last rune there.
Mm. What sanctum?
Oh, you weren't there for that.
Mm-mm.
Well, there's like this ultra creepy little laboratory area that this one dude was, building and doing experiments or something. And there's this portal in his, I guess, main office, and bad stuff was coming out of it or something. No, isn't it the waypoint thing?
There was a lot of those goat demons coming out of the portal in his like office area. It was like at the end of it. And then there was a magic circle that seemed to be almost a teleportation circle, but we don't know where it goes.
Got you.
It bad place?
Yes.
Hmm.
You remember that how you mentioned there was a tear that you came through and ended up in a kitchen?
Yes.
Well, there's like bunches of them throughout this first portal. We call those portals that we have to go, that you get into it, and then to go from room to room you have to step through another one of those tears. And we stopped right at the one that we believe is going to lead us to where all these goatmen are coming from.
You can see him trying to mouth the word portal, and he's just like,
Don't strain yourself,
Oh.
guy.
Portal.
Good.
Somebody throw him a Scooby snack.
Bruh.
I mean, he just told y'all he was learning to speak common, so still hadn't got the full grasp of it.
Yeah, I totally don't want to talk to this guy like C spot run, Yeah, so anyway, Draven and Ross, the reason I, walked up here and left my post guarding out, behind was I overheard your conversation in the palace the other day. I was passing by the door looking for a place to sleep, and heard how you had mentioned that you were from Alagon and you were looking for the prince.
You mentioned that, Simon, and you get a look from me as though I am weighing you and I'm trying to decide what to say. But it's not just like oh, you're talking. It's like do I say it? And then you see me glance at Draven, and then I glance back at you.
I mean, the only reason I even ask is I'm actually from Alagon as well, so I hadn't been there in at least 2 years, and hadn't really heard anything in there. And from what you guys are describing, it sounds like a real shithole. And I don't remember it being bad. I remember it being a pretty awesome place to grow up.
Stillman will jump in. After like a delay, he'll look at you and say, "No, we are not looking for a dead prince. Or a dead anything."
Draven, it's him. Think of the rumors. Think of what he just told us. It's... And I look at Simon, and yeah, you think you can see a little glisten in my eye, like I'm about to cry.
You are a madman! The prince has been dead. For so long. You are... The desert heat is getting to you. Don't worry, I will get you something when we get back to town.
I look at Simon and I have a tear kind of dripping down one eye. Who is your mother and father? What is your family name?
Simon, I look down and avoiding eye contact. I don't really know how to answer that question. You can tell that I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think I reach out and put a hand on your back. From, across mounts as best you can. Without falling over. Don't have to say anything. I don't know how you are who you are. Doesn't really make sense. You would be an old man by now, but I believe you're him. Prince.
Just who do you believe that I am?
Let us speak at a time where we don't have such pressing matters at hand, but I would tell you of your father who was slain and your mother disappeared. I will tell you of your home, your birthright, if you will listen. Although, I warn you that I am not the storyteller that Draven is. My inflated sense of ego isn't something that I boast about. So, if you want a fairy tale, you can ask him.
Yes, thank you for the introduction. Let's run with this. Well, Ross, normally you are a mad man when you go down these tangents. This will make a great story that I could claim. Still, I prefer my stories to be true, but this one would make money. More so, it could get the people to love us more. We could get work for weeks.
Pay him no mind. He's a fool even amongst his own friends, which he has very few.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
No, you don't.
But despite myself, I just kind of look forward and I'm just like...
This sounds like your face. No, your face.
Yeah, it's pretty juvenile, if you can't tell.
Yep.
Lazarus, did you get a request?
I did.
Okay.
Simon, we need to get you better clothes. You need to look the part.
Oh, what's wrong with these clothes?
You look like an old man who's been lost on an island for 2 years.
Kind of what I am, dude.
Yes, exactly. And it's okay, I accept you the way you are.
Except
you need to change it.
You're not old? What do you mean you look like an old man?
Right? I was about to say.
I mean, the figure of speech. Older than me. So old.
Simon, how old is Simon? Like 22, 23? Let's see.
23, 26, something like that. I don't know if I have it on the sheet.
Biography. Yeah, 23.
Oh, well, okay.
Wait, Simon's my age.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make
Nice.
Lazarus the oldest in the group, minus Ross and Draven when they joined?
Amazing.
Lazarus is 26.
Simon looks very offended at the old man comment and then begins to ask everyone how old they are.
I think that would make my character the youngest, despite his size.
How old are you?
My character is 18.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but he's a gnoll. Their lifespan is different.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, they're-
18?
So that's
Yeah,
like
he's
20
18 years old, but his lifespan is like, I think, maximum of 60. So he's kind of like middle-aged at this point.
You're so cute. Your little furry thing.
Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Just y'all keep going. Y'all keep going.
You know, I literally don't know how old I am. That is a good question. Ross, how old are you? I want to be 1 year older than you are.
I hate you.
That
Is
is
my
not an
response.
age. It's not an age. Okay,
It doesn't matter
Rosé.
if you goes before age.
Rosé is clearly 50, so I would be 51.
Your skin's very smooth for 51.
He
Thank you.
moisturizes.
Yes,
Even
I
us
do.
kobolds have some sagging in our scales after that many years.
When you spend years without a rhyme or reason to pamper yourself, you would be surprised what oils and cream, what the luxury they bring to your life are. You see this hair? It is all natural, but I put oils in it.
Please don't engage him any further. Shut up.
This is just me as a player speaking. I'm praying that it's just like a toupee or something, and he just tries really hard to hide it.
It's a wig, and he just has like the
Yeah.
shortest of hair nets underneath it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kind
I
of
don't want
like
that.
just like weave or something.
yeah, one of those
want that.
wigs that instantly disappear on the hairline.
I don't want that.
That would
I
be
don't want that.
so funny.
Just
I like
w-
stalemate too much for that
Just
to wish that.
one good hit, and the toupee flies off.
You know, I'm picturing like, you know, the cafeteria hairnet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Stalemate having one of those, but like completely hides it from you guys.
God.
Like,
No.
oh
I don't
brother,
want
where
that.
art thou?
Oh, that's so cursed. I love it.
Draven needs his pomade. And with that, Simon leans over towards a little closer to Stalemate, and as if he's inspecting his hair, and kind of mutters under his breath, "I'm gonna have to have a talk with this fellow."
But
And
I
runs
can't
his
hear that.
finger through his own hair.
Oh fuck.
Vec is just riding along, listening to everybody, just scratching under his chin fur. Like everyone's just talking about their hair, and like, my body's full of fur.
Well, it's not crusty now. You fixed it
I
in
mean-
the bathwater.
True, but it is pretty bloody right now. Most of it is.
We're gonna have to get you fixed up with another bath.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Hopefully, let's not destroy the current bathtub. Before they
Ah,
clean it. Yeah.
I can see Lut Gholein.
Eyesight is exceptional.
It's like a speck in the
Do we?
distance.
Is
It's
What
those,
was your-
it's those elven eyes.
or
working.
is Draven just like seeing a mirage or just high on the shisha?
It would be funnier if he said that and we were right outside the gate and he didn't notice until just now.
That would also be.
If we've been riding these camels 2 days straight, I'm pretty sure the camels would have been dead by now.
Pretty sure we camped, right? Once it got dark again, naturally.
Yeah.
We would all have like 3 levels of exhaustion.
4 over here.
So, okay,
Damn, that was a question for you though.
I'm sorry, I was typing. What was the question?
Do we see Lut Gholein?
I mean, yeah, at this point, I'll say that this conversation probably happened over the course of, a day and a half. As you kind of put it to rest, everybody had their own thoughts, and then you continue the conversation at a later time, maybe in spurts as things kind of thoughts kind of came to your heads. But yeah, if you guys are good, we can jump back to Lut Gholein as you see it on the horizon, just before evening of the second day. Everybody's good with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vec, getting some... No, that wasn't Vec. Getting some feedback from somebody. I don't know who it is.
Al, I don't
It might be
think
Rowan.
it's me. I don't think it's
Um,
me.
I don't think it's me either.
I don't see it now. Now it's not happening, so whatever. All right. I'm going to put you on Lut Gholein.
God, I make it back. I hope I make it back in time before the end of the session. Holy shit.
Yeah, as you guys enter, of course, you need to enter through the southwest side of the city where they have set up the gates. During the couple of days, it is you, Vic. It's coming from your end.
Really?
Yep. Where they've set up this kind of makeshift gates. You see, in the 2 days you've been gone, there's been a little more work done to the walls. They don't look quite so hastily thrown together at this point. As you enter the gates, there are a lot of guards manning the wall. They all watch you, but they don't say anything. They just kind of watch you. They open the gates for you, no questions asked. As you come through the gate, well, you guys got the camel still. Like, what are y'all doing? As y'all come through the gate, you see there are actually people moving around the streets. It's still desolate feeling for a city this size, but there are more people moving around the streets now. You can assume that that's because of the sun and being up now. Yes.
The guards.
Can you go ahead, Lazarus?
I was just gonna ask the guards at the gate. Do we notice that they are blue or red?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Mostly blue. You see a couple of reds in there mixed in.
Same old, same old.
Oh yeah, another question. Were we able to get rest while we were traveling?
Yes. Oh yeah. Y'all could go ahead and hit the full rest. I mean, obviously. Because it would 2 days travel, y'all would have rested for sure, which means Ross, you lose your level of exhaustion. So,
gracias, mi amor.
Two of the actually no, as you guys are coming through the street, still on your camels, as you were told to return them if you could, but you actually see a group of kids, which is something that is very, very rarely seen since y'all been here. You see in the alley, you see a bunch of kids kind of playing. Looks like they got some sticks and they're kind of mock sword fighting, this and that. And as they see y'all, they kind of huzzah, they all run towards y'all and they kind of run in between the camel's legs and around the party, and the camels fidget a little, but again they're well trained. You see them kind of stop and stutter and maybe throw their heads back a little, but Simon, you feel a tug as the group makes their way across you guys, the kids or whatever. They're reaching up and touching y'all's legs, and Simon, you feel a tug on your belt, and as the kids move along, they pass into another alleys and just kind of fade out. Who has passive perception of 16 or higher?
I do.
One of the kids stops and turns and makes direct eye contact with Simon, and then disappears into the alley with the rest of the kids.
I mean, I have a passive of 22.
Yeah, you saw it. You absolutely saw it, and you felt the tug on your waist as well.
Did they take anything from our? Yeah. Did they take anything?
Some people are missing some pouches and gold. Nothing major. They didn't take anything major. Anybody that would have a pouch that maybe had a handful of gold in it or something like that, which I assume Simon would have, well, he did have on his sheet. Yeah, that's gone.
Simon, you saw that, right? That kid just took. You're letting that happen?
Do I still have my bag of holding?
Yeah, they didn't take anything of importance, like nothing big. But Simon, as Lazarus says that, Lazarus, you also notice this. There is a scroll very neatly tied to Simon's belt where the pouch was hanging, and it happened really quick.
What is that?
And I pick it up and I examine it. Look at it.
So,
See what it is.
Simon, you recognize this as something you learned in Alagon. It's a little rudimentary and not quite the same, but you get the gist of the letter. It says, hold on. It says this. That's what the gist of it says.
I can't read that.
You should be able to read that. Why can't you read that?
Because he can't read.
I don't read good.
Yeah, that's horseshit. You should be able to read that. Lazarus, can you read it?
No.
What?
Make sure it's the right language. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. The drop down for languages in my chat only lists common now.
On too.
Because we're the party token. That's why.
Oh,
Everyone's
okay.
Party token.
Yeah, hold on.
So
yeah, shit.
If you want people, you gotta drop their tokens on the map so they can be there.
Okay, Simon, there you go. There's your token, right here. So you can select your token and then select your language. And if that, I'll do it again. I'll post it again.
Okay.
Simon, Lazarus, I'll put yours too, since you two should be able to read this. There's your token.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have the options now?
I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the option.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, that.
What does this mean?
I don't know who that is.
It is signed with a simple. It looks like a dagger or blade.
Okay.
The blades.
Okay. Well, I pick it up. Obviously, I can read it. I look at it and go, "Well, that's odd." And I read what it says. It says, "Do not return to your place of rest or bed. Maybe home. Seek our mutual friend first." Anybody know who our mutual friend is?
We need to find Grease.
I think that also means we need to be on the lookout. Someone obviously means harm to us.
This must be about returning the sun, yes?
Wait, can you guys repeat what the letter said? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it says,
Uh,
"Do
uh,
not return to your place of rest or bed, maybe home. Seek our mutual friend first."
So basically, what it's saying is the way their thieves' cant works is just slightly different, so you can get the gist of it. What they're getting to is it's like place of rest or bed or home. You can't figure out exactly what they're trying to say, but you get the idea.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like, don't go back to base, seek our mutual friend, and then it's signed with a blade.
Anybody have an idea who that might be?
Is that
Could it
the
be Grease?
blacksmith? No, me?
I
Blacksmith?
think it would be Grease. If we speak to Master Grease, it's signed by the blade. I suppose that's important, right? Why would that not be anyone but Grease, Master Grease?
I don't remember anyone else we might have run into.
Sentinel made mention that that there was some shady business going on in the blacksmiths. I don't know if that has anything to do with this.
They are very clearly talking about Grease, though.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca's just kind of looking around. Who Grease?
Don't we know where Grease's sister or his wife lives? So we know where he hangs out.
His sister,
We
yeah,
can
y'all
go
know
there.
where Grease's house is. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You guys do.
If people are looking for us, then perhaps we drop the charade, or drop the showboating for now, and instead focus on losing any deals. Maybe spend an hour or two, and you see Stalemate like looking side to side, a little paranoid, dropping any deals, and making sure that we are first safe and that we attract no unwanted attention to where we are heading.
You can't go back to the palace, though.
That is fine. We will loiter. Yes?
No, I think
Perhaps.
we should go to Grease's house, fill him in on this, see if this is actually him. And
Pero, yes, of course. But if someone is following us, we do
let's
not
keep our
want
heads
that
in the
either.
flow.
My suggestion is this, and I know we won't like it, and I turn to Simon. You are used to moving about without being seen. Why not you go to Grease? Inquire what you know of this situation, return to us. We will be your screen, for lack of a better term.
Is that acceptable with everyone?
What if you run into conflict? You need to prepare for reaching us somehow. If only there was a way.
Well,
I
if it
mean-
isn't the heroes who save the sun, I
fuck
take it
it.
you're gonna go back to your cushy rooms in the palace. You see a couple of guards kind of standing there looking at y'all.
Is that you, Lord Tegan?
Oh no, this is just some random guards.
Blue bands.
Yeah.
Yes, no autographs today, thank you. We're busy now. Move along.
Following people feel a slight push, a presence in their mind. I'm gonna set up a mental link with who we got? Lagros, Ross, Rowan, and Stalemate.
Oh, poor. Every time. But it's because you can't speak good common, Beck.
No, it's fine. It's okay. I'm here.
You know, it also depends on how well your hearing is. We can mutter shit under our breath.
True.
I don't have observant.
Yep.
Guys.
I mean, I know what it is, so.
If we are going to split up, be aware that I see a lot of eyes and windows and dark corners. People are watching us.
I will say I will have taken some time while we were out in the desert to re-summon Helios. 'Cause
Okay.
He has not been with us for a while.
Yeah, well, I'll put him on a map when y'all get to a map. It's not this one. Yeah, so you see what you see. You've heard what you've read the letter. What's the course of action for the rest of the party?
So mentally, I asked everyone, do we do what Ross suggested and I move on to Grease's house? Or do we all go there? You know, what's the plan?
Yes, of course. It is.
I feel
clearly-
like anyone who's stealthy should go.
Agreed.
Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna go to Grease. Where are you guys gonna go? So that way we have a meetup place or something.
Maybe take Master Lazarus with Jo.
I can follow behind. If you wouldn't mind keeping Helios in your cloak, I can
Sure,
track
I can
him
do that.
and stay behind you.
I can do that.
As for the rest of us, perhaps we make sure we are seen. Yes?
That was exactly my thoughts. Wait, no. I look at Graven. Not like that.
Stalemmate's already like straighten himself up, like figuring it out. Yeah. I don't have thaumaturgy. That's such a flavor fail. Fuck.
Oh no.
Hold on. Damn, I don't have enough showboating stuff for this.
Rip. Skill issue.
I mean, you have illusion,
Yeah.
don't you? Like minor illusion and stuff.
You can just say that I
I
don't think I
would
do.
think that that's something you would take for the
Oh, I have
flashiness
silent-
effects.
I have something better. I got silent image, baby.
Here you go.
Which I will. Oh, does it make a fucking sound or is
No,
it just
it's silent.
visual?
It doesn't.
I just asked the
It's in the
dumbest
name.
question. Yeah,
Does silent image make noise?
yeah. Oh,
Absolutely, it does.
fuck. Thanks, dude. DM said it. You guys heard it. Fucking joke's on you. I just outsmarted you. Yeah, I will fucking make it look like this camel is actually an elephant. It'll be a pink elephant just to go full circle. If you understand the reference, great. If you don't, no worries. And we are fucking riding elephants as Stalemate throws his hands up in the air. The Dawnbringer has returned. You are welcome. Please, if you want autographs, you have to bring your own quill. And I will run my mouth and embarrass the shit out of the party. Hopefully while Lazarus and Simon sneak away.
Yeah, there's a lot of eyes on you guys, as Simon said. So, and Lazarus saw that as well. How do you guys plan on? I mean, what's your plan?
I'm gonna tell a story about how we brought back the stun and the most epic of fucking tales right here in the middle of town. These people need to hear about the heroic deeds of the gladiators.
I would say at this point. Oh, you know what? Let me brighten this
Yeah, I was
map
gonna
up because
It's daylight. Also, can you let us know where we're situated? Because that's going to impact.
so at this point,
Oh, yeah, right.
as you were about here, this is where the kids kind of ran out and hit you guys, you know, and then you guys you continued on a little ways, but I'm assuming you'd get to about right here by the time you kind of figured out what the letter was talking about, and in these buildings, as Simon and Lazarus, or Simon has told you through this mental link, whoever's connected him, he sees eyes everywhere. There's a lot of people paying attention to you right now. Guards, not just people, but guards. They are hiding in windows, doorways, shadows.
Okay. As Draven is telling his story and hopefully gathering a crowd, through the link, I'm going to tell Lazarus, let's just quietly slip away, find some shadows, and make our way to Grisa's house.
All right.
Do you say that only to Lazarus?
No, I say that to everyone. You know, I relay it however I do, so that way everyone hears it. So that way they know the plan.
Except for Beck.
Except for Veg.
Except for Vec.
I would
So you guys
I would say that at some point at an appropriate point and I hate helping him with this because I hate his storytelling. He knows that. But at some point in Draven's tale, and in my mind, I would tell Lazarus and Simon, you know, when everything goes out, you know, move as quickly as you can to the nearest like alley or whatever. I'm gonna cast darkness, just to make it seem thematic. You know what I mean?
So you're casting darkness like on the group, on your party?
Yep.
Okay. With... Wow. Okay. With Draven's theatrics, the minor illusion, the darkness. First thing I want, Draven, give me a performance check. With, sorry, not performance. Wait, is there? Do you have performance?
Yeah.
Could I guidance him?
Every lot of performance.
Yeah, performance. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking performance was only 3rd edition. Rowan, I don't think. Yeah, you kind of get what's going on here, and you're part of the conversation. So yeah, absolutely, you could cast guidance on him. So I will do that. I'll just add the D4 for you later. But anyways, give me a performance check at advantage, and you have a D4 to add to it as well.
Okay. As the darkness comes, right as the spell darkness is cast.
Jesus Christ.
Who answers your call?
Okay, well,
Not the
you
guards
can
of
add a
Lut Gholein.
D4 if you want.
Doesn't matter.
To the 27. No. But, yeah, after a few moments, you notice the guards are kind of, Simon and Lazarus. You two notice the guards. Wait, Rowan? What's your passive? Let's see.
I think
Oh,
it's a
Jesus.
19.
Yeah, you noticed too. So, you guys noticed that all these, at least the ones that you spotted, now that you're aware of how many guards are watching you, you can assume, or you can imagine there's probably more that you did not see. But after a few moments, the guards are kind of all looking between all of you, and then they slowly become enthralled with this performance, this storytelling of Draven. And then at once, this darkness envelops the group, and the lights go out for everyone. Simon and Lazarus, what are y'all doing?
As the darkness comes in and surrounds us, I'm going to use Disguise Self to completely black out my scales and my clothes to make myself look nothing more like a shadow to help me go through the alleys.
Okay. I mean, alright. I would have gone a different route, but that's just me.
And then I will command Helios to hide in Simon's coat, and then have Simon lead us through the alleys.
Simon, what are you doing?
Exactly that.
All right.
I picked it before the. Did I recognize that he was actually casting this spell? Like I had a
It's
head
dark.
start.
You didn't see shit. It was the lights went out.
Would you have told me through the link you were about to drop darkness?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then
I also told you
already-
through the link that I was going to do it.
Okay, so I'd already picked out a dark spot where I was gonna, take Laz with me, and then from there we would stick to shadows.
All right, you guys can both roll me it is evening time, so it is not bright daylight at the moment. It is that point where there's still a little daylight in the sky, but it's not full day bright daylight. You know what I mean? It's just starting to get dark. But you guys will both have advantage to this stealth roll. So go ahead and give me a stealth roll, the two of you. Lazarus, 21. Simon, oh, did y'all roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Damage? No, I forgot.
I'll just roll it again. Fuck.
Simon, 19, and Lazarus, 21.
Wow, that's shocking.
Right?
Jeez.
Yeah. Rolled the same thing twice in a row. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, it's enough in the moment that you get away from the group and out of sight of these guards without being seen. Simon, you're not, you feel pretty confident, but you don't know the streets here that well yet. You know the main roads, and you know where Grease his place of residence is with his sister. Give me give me a survival check to see how well you navigate.
Ooh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh no,
Alright.
okay.
Got him.
Can I? No, okay, already rolled it.
It takes you a little longer than you expected, but you are able to wind your way through some alleys and behind houses, and as the sun is constantly getting lower and lower, the staying unseen part becomes easier and easier. But you and Lazarus make it to Grease's house. There are several guards posted up outside. There are 4 guards out front. There are a couple of guards I'm just gonna leave. There's 4 guards out front, and from the side that you're approaching, you see it looks like a guard posted at each of the windows around the house as well. On this side.
Do they look like the friendly guards or the
No.
ones we're trying to avoid? Okay, so they're in front of Grease's house.
They're in Grease's house.
No, they are posted outside the door of Grease's
okay.
house, and there are also guards posted at the windows. It looks like
At
from the
windows.
side you're approaching. You haven't seen the back or the other side yet, but from this side, that's what you see.
Is there any way to get around them? Or to go
What about-
around the house?
What about Helios?
Could.
Can you send him and have him scout out?
How
You
far
okay?
how far is the house from the alley that we're hiding in?
You guys are about 30, 40 feet.
Okay. I want to. Okay. So I think I can. I want to transpose my disguise self, cast it again through Helios on himself. To make him look like a common garden snake.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have him slither up to the house.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Alright.
gonna
Is common in the desert?
No. But it is dark, so he's got a little bit of advantage.
Is there a back door to this house?
How are you trying to determine that?
Through Helios. I'm gonna have him slither along the outside of it.
Okay. There is a back door, actually. It is. It also has several guards posted at it.
Alright. I'm gonna have him... What else can I do? I can't
Ask
do anything.
questions.
What do you think we should do, Simon? There's a lot of guards here. I think they're surrounding the house.
You still got those beads?
I'm not going to blow up Grease's house.
No, don't blow up his house. Just toss one down the middle of the street somewhere for a distraction. Unless Grease doesn't come outside.
terrorists, bro.
Or
terrorists.
can you do the? Let me see. Let me read something real quick.
Hey, Lazarus, you got Misty stuff?
No, I don't. Wish.
Rip.
What color were the Marb bands?
They're all blue.
Okay. Do you know a spell called prestidigitation? And I'll wave my hands up like this.
What the hell are you doing?
Spirit fingers.
Did you just jazz hands?
Yes, I did exactly that.
That's great.
You know, the one that makes light and noise and sound and
You know what? I think I have a better idea. And you said 30 feet, right?
30 to 40, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... How many guards are at the back door?
4. 4 is the front, 4 at the back.
Okay. And on the side that we're at with the windows, just 2 or 3?
There's one station in front of each window around the house. Like, they are either making sure nobody gets in or making sure somebody doesn't get out.
How many windows are on our side of the house?
The 2, 3.
Okay. So I want to try to sneak up as far, maybe like 10 feet up.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Charm Person at 3rd level on each of the guards that I see in front of me.
Okay. We'll get back to that. What's the rest of the group doing at this point? As the darkness goes away, you notice Simon and Lazarus are gone. Their camels are empty. They have disappeared. Rowan, you notice several of the guards as the darkness drops and you again see the guards kind of looking at you guys. You see some of the guards that are hidden in the shadows and the windows and the doorways and the alleys. You see them start to look around, and you hear a couple of calls yelled out, and a lot of them disappear and kind of, well, they disappear. Like they back out of the shadow and go run off in another direction.
I'm gonna communicate through the link. Oh, hey, there are a few guards that were watching us. They've retreated. I don't know where they're going, but Laz and Simon, watch your backs.
Yeah, this is, y'all get this communication from Rowan probably about 1.5 to 2 minutes after you guys left the group. So,
okay.
I mean, how long does darkness last? A minute, Ross?
10 minutes.
Okay. I mean, would you have left it up for a full 10 minutes?
Again, it would have been thematic to Draven's storytelling, so
Okay.
Probably
you know
not.
Yeah.
if he
All
was,
right.
I
So-
mean, if Draven's talking about rising the sun, I would have cast daylight like way above the city to like try to go with his storytelling.
Okay, so yeah, about a minute and a half after the group splits. I mean, you guys split from the group. You guys get this from Rowan, which means possibly someone's chasing after you or looking for you. You're not sure.
Okay.
How long does Silent Image last?
Is it concentration?
or I don't remember if it's concentration.
I don't
Actually,
either.
I'm
no, it's
checking.
concentration. It's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Could I have changed to make it look like, because I assume I'm noticing. I mean, actually, did I even notice that these guards were shouting?
Rowan told us.
Okay.
Well,
That's
you
true.
would have heard. You would have heard as well. You would have heard like some commands, but it's in a language. It's not the common tongue. It's in some other language.
I see. So Stalemate, kind of thinking quick, hiccups a little bit during his story, a little bit too abruptly, maybe, to where, like, I'm not sure if people would have taken notice, but kind of leaning into it intentionally, goes, "Hey, where did you go?" And then looks over at a spot in the crowd where a new silent image of Simon and Lazarus are moving back forward towards the group from the crowd.
So you can only choose one of them. Silent image. You can only make one, I believe.
Okay, it'll
Is it
be
one creature? Is that how it works?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah,
Post it.
You choose an image of one object, creature, or
Yeah.
visible phenomenon.
Well,
no
what
bigger than
if-
15 feet.
What if the images are holding hands? Do they count as one image?
No.
Okay.
What if I'm riding on his shoulders?
No.
Yeah, we'll
Three-
play it fair.
Three
It's-
kobolds in a
it's Simon.
trench coat. Got it. Yeah.
It's Simon.
Okay.
As the image will move back and joins up with the group again, and then I'll continue right there with the story. And hopefully that would have drawn a little bit of attention, kind of being a break in the story, to this spotting of at least Simon.
Yeah. You will hear again. You will hear a couple of shouts yelled in the shadows, off in the alleys or whatever. But again, you're not sure what they're saying.
Yep. Cool. I'll continue the story, but that was my update.
Okay. You're charming some guards.
Regards.
All right. Are you charming guards that are posted at a door or window or?
The guards that are in front of us at the windows.
Okay. There will be 3 of them on this side.
Can you show us on the map kind of where we are? Where Grease's house is?
Grease's house was
Okay.
here. I believe that was his house, yeah. And you guys are kind of sitting here.
Okay.
So not really an alley, just it's an alley that's formed between the natural rise of this particular cliffside here and the house that you're next to. Okay, sorry, guards. Why are they not? Oh, that's why. Okay. Do I not? Well, fuck me silly.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean,
Whoa.
Whoa.
What? I was reading something on the screen. I wasn't answering him. Jeez.
Where are my guards? My guards all just disappeared? Okay, you know what?
Awesome.
Yo,
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so we all
Laz.
walk through the door.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're putting
yeah,
in
yeah.
work right now.
They disappeared. Like, I clicked on a
That's-
token for a guard, and it says, this token references an actor which no longer exists within the world. What the fuck?
That's how good our rogues are, bro.
Yeah.
Thanos snapped.
It means that you deleted the actor that
But
it was tied to.
I didn't. But
So
it's
then
not
you
in
can
my
either-
list.
Yeah, if it's not in the actors list, it's gone, and that's why the reference isn't there.
What the hell happened?
If it's still there, you can right-click the little gear and just reassign the.
I don't know.
actor to the
He's
token.
just gone, dude. Like, they're all... I can't find them anywhere.
Rip.
Yeah, man, sneak attack. It's fucked up. So good.
Okay,
They,
so
got 'em
this
one
is
shot.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna give them a plus 20 to their saves. And...
They're all paladins.
Yep. They're all level 27 paladins.
They are.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh, this was a cool campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun while it lasted, yeah.
That is so spiteful. Oh my god.
Everything's gone. Like, what? I don't know what to do. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the stream. All right, here we go. We're recording again. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck happened, but we're gonna do some wisdom saving throws.
To get a 16.
Well, that's an 11 for one. That's a 22. I do roll a fucking 19. And that is wow. One of them does not save. Holy shit! Look at this. Jesus. All right. Yeah. You notice that your spell takes effect, but only on one of the guards. As he kind of, you see him blink and kind of turn to look at the other guards. You see the other two guards that it has no effect on. Kind of, they look around. They kind of look at the ground. They shake their head for a minute, and they're not quite sure what happened. But you do take it. You do feel it take hold on one of them for sure.
So, while I'm still, like, kind of sneaking up, I'm gonna use my disguise self again to make myself look like a human child. And, run up to the guard that I succeeded on and give him a big ol' hug.
Okay. The two other guards immediately lower their spears and kind of encircle you. What's this?
He's a friend of Daddy's!
Yeah, the guard that's charmed says, yeah, I'm a friend of his daddy. Looks a little confused.
I'm gonna say in the psychic link Simon uses to sneak around.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna try to position myself so that they're looking away from the house that Simon's hiding behind.
Okay. Give me a
Yeah,
deception
I call-
check.
A
Lazarus.
deception. I think that's one of my skills actually. Ahaha.
Oh, fuck.
Get fucked.
Oh,
wrecked.
fuck.
Nailed them.
Receive this. Pants grab.
So, damn it, yeah, all three of them, even the two that, yeah, they believe you, and they, well, they believe what you said, but they're a little nervous. They start to kind of look around. They look at each other. They look at you. The one that's you're hugging looks confused as all fuck.
I'm gonna look up at him and turn my head. What are you doing over here, big bug?
Big bug. Well, we're watching over a friend.
A friend? Who?
Well, that's none of your concern now, little one. Why don't you run along back to your daddy?
Oh, but I don't get to see you very often.
You heard him. Move along, kid. Simon, what are you doing at this?
I sent through the mental link. Damn, I almost believed you were a kid. Begin to sneak my way around their line of sight, and
So at this point, Simon, to get out of the alley and get up to the house or to the window, you're literally gonna have to pass like 10 feet from them, like right behind them.
I have them turn, Simon. Do your
Yeah.
best.
Their back is to you, but you're gonna be creeping right along beside them.
and I can't put any more distance between me and them.
Not if you're going for one of these windows, no, because they're still standing nearby the windows.
Okay. Is there any way I can circle around them to another side of the house without them,
I think
being
the
a
house
little
is surrounded.
further than that?
You can, but the house is completely surrounded by guards.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
I'm
Lazarus
trying-
told you this. There's guards, front door, back door, and at every window around the house.
Okay, did he pull any one of them from a potential entrance?
Just the
windows.
windows.
Yeah, the
Just
three
the
that I've turned are facing away
Yeah.
from the
So
window.
if you're looking at the house, you got 3 windows. There was a guard at each window. He ran up to one, and the other 2 left and went to see what the fuck was going on. So you have a moment, but you got to pass right by these motherfuckers to get to that window.
I take it.
Give me a stealth check.
Come on, Simon.
He's. I mean, with that deception of nat 20, I'm gonna give you advantage on your stealth check.
Yes!
That's control or alt?
Alt.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. As you creep up to the window, Simon, you're watching these 2 guards, and you, quieter than a fart on the wind, you creep up to this window, and as you go, are you trying to go in?
Yeah.
As you go to, I mean, obviously the window is not open. It has been closed. It is a nicer house. But as you get up to the window and you begin to kind of push it open to try and make your way in, you see several guards inside the house and Grease sitting in a chair.
I relay that to Lazarus and everyone else in the link. Holy shit, we made it to Grease's house. Lazarus just managed to distract 3 of them, and I'm up to the window, and there's guards in there with Grease in a chair.
What armband color?
Blue. Not friendly.
Mr. Grash is in there as well.
Oh.
Lieutenant
White
Grash.
rash.
Okay, so there's no
Dang.
way that I can get in through this window without them seeing me.
Absolutely not. Grease does not look harmed, but he is. They're not speaking. They're just sitting there waiting, kind of watching him. And Grease is just—he's just sitting there. He's got a little plate in his hand and he's eating. I mean, you don't know what's going on. There's nothing being said. I mean,
Okay, here's what I do.
Mm.
I let everyone know that, hey, all you guys back at the gate with the putting on the distraction, I'm gonna have to close this link down,
you got about 10 seconds.
and hurry up and relay that to Laz, and then I target Grease and make a connection with him, a new one,
Okay.
and Laz.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the dice to see how long it lasts. And all right, you got 5 hours. As you're doing that, you sit there and you stare at Grease for a second and focus and connect. You see him. He's sitting in this chair holding a plate and he's eating, and you see him stop. And he kind of looks around, just briefly looks at the corner of his eye, and then begins to eat again.
I back the fuck up out of the window and go back to where it was safe, and then begin to communicate with Grease.
Once I see that Simon has fully retreated back behind the house, I'm just gonna go, oh, fine. Then I'm gonna run back.
Y'all some lucky bitches. A fucking nat 20 on the deception check. God.
I'm gonna...
You know, I know I'm not playing Grease at this point in time anymore, but I still feel stressed because of what's happening.
You know, that's 2 nat 20s on a deception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Simon, you did notice this.
And I go, Grease. It's Simon.
Yep.
What's going on, bro?
Hold on. All right. With that, we're gonna go to break. So
Nice.
you have asked Simon. You have asked the question, Simon, and after the break, we'll get back to that and have that conversation. Man, I got heartburn so bad. I need to go take something. We're gonna get out of here for let's do 15 minutes. 15 minutes, guys. So we'll be back. We are recording again. All right. I'm gonna deafen you guys.
Deafen you. Yeah, you didn't mute me though, dumbass.
Oh my
You can still hear me. I can't hear you.
That's true. Oh shit.
There they go.
I wonder what he's still saying.
I don't know, because I just muted him. I'll mute Vec too, so... okay, so that's... Everybody, Lazarus, me, Simon. Okay. Alright, as you establish the connection, and you ask the question, what's going on, or whatever, I can't remember the question you asked now, damn it. Oh, this is such a wonderful gift you have. This is amazing. Do not go to the palace. Unfortunately, I believe my life is forfeit. I have been... Tegan is... There's so much, I don't know where to begin. As soon as you guys return to the palace, I am to acquire an audience with the prince and assassinate him. My life will be forfeit, but the blame will be placed on you. They have already taken your large metal friend from the forge. They have my sister. Tegan is quite the bastard, but he promised to let her live if I do this. He has always kept his word, even though he is a son of a bitch.
Can you get up? Are you free to move?
I am not.
Do you have any weapons on you or close at hand?
They have stripped me of everything. When you guys return to the palace, I will be escorted to the gates, and then, as I said, I am to request an audience with the prince, as he trusts me.
The Blade sent us here. Do you know where we can find them?
The old arena. Look beneath But be careful. Tegan, the general is, well, for lack of a better term, he is no longer human, I think. And there are other creatures now with him as well in the jail. They have killed everyone in the prison. Innocents, old, young. I believe this is a coup.
All right. Are you good where you are right now, or do you want us to get you out of this house?
I would prefer if you find and save my sister. She is all that matters.
Do you believe her in the palace or in the jail?
I do not know. I would assume, as Tegan always was quite fond of her, she is probably near him.
Okay. We will do this thing for you. We will try our best to save your sister. And hopefully in the meantime, we can work towards getting your life spared as well.
There are some good men within the wolves. If you do not have to kill them all, do not. They are just at a point where they no longer know what to do.
Do you still... Oh, go ahead, Laz.
I was gonna say, how long do you have if we don't show at the palace?
That I do not know. I am just told the minute you return to the palace, that is when I am to do my deed.
Do you still have guards loyal to you? And where can we find them?
I believe they have been routed.
The arena. How do we get underground?
I don't think that will be a problem for you. They will see you coming. They are mostly children and young men, but they are quite capable.
And I think we have a plan.
Yep, I believe we do. Alright, Grease. Well, dude, if this is the last time we get to talk, man, you know, it's been good.
Please tell the beautiful maiden that travels with you I died with her on my thoughts.
Lazarus is gonna like gag just a little bit, but silently.
How you traveled with such a strong woman and not fall in love, I will never know.
And I think with that, we'll take off back the opposite direction through the alleys.
Yeah, I assume at this y'all were moving at this point. You know, as you were talking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bring everybody back. So.
And I will stay connected to Grease as long as I can.
Yep. It can be up to a mile. So, but once you reestablish a connection with other people, you lose him.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'll also be there in front of him so I can talk to him.
Okay.
All
All right.
Keep greasing.
Bringing everybody back. And this one. All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
All right, Laz. How do you want to? You want to go straight to the arena, or do we want to?
Well, first we have to get back to the party.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make our way back to the party.
All right. During all this, party, as your little display comes to an end, and your friends have not returned yet, what would y'all be doing?
Shall we head back to the palace, or
No. No, please, no autographs. No, that is okay. And no, we will not head back to the palace. No autographs, no palace or autographs.
I would try to reach out to Simon and Lazarus. We are running out of time. What's going on over there?
There's nothing. No.
Oh right,
response.
because we're not. We got disconnected.
So
I'm gonna hold my hand up to my mouth and like pretend I'm coughing and try and cast message. Let me see if that's valid. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and cast message.
Okay.
I can't see the creature, so I don't know if functionally this works.
I thought, is it message or sending as long as you get the direction?
That's
you message. I mean, you DM. It's up to you. Message would not do anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's gotta go through material, which if it's anything thicker than an inch of.
But I think it can go around corners.
Yeah, but I think that one's line of sight though, isn't it?
No, it's not. But what's the distance on these squares?
so it's 120 feet is the range.
Oh no, You can attempt it if you're gonna attempt it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean same thing like Rust, just for flavor. Stomach would attempt it.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, they travel quite a way from you, so you try it and you get nothing in return. You don't know if it's because they were out of range or if it was because the spell was blocked. You're not certain, but nothing happens.
What you got, Rowan?
could I try sending?
I think sending does work. Let's see.
Yeah. You can send through planes.
Yep.
Sending doesn't care. Sending will go through anything.
No, I don't think it's
Sending
through
is
planes.
only on the same plane.
Yeah.
No, you can send through planes, but you have to roll a die.
With the creature you're familiar with, here's the message in mind and can answer immediately. It's 25 words or less.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that will absolutely work. Go ahead. What would you say, and who do you say it to?
I'm sending it to Simon.
Okay.
Link disconnected. What's going on?
Just to help in case you would get more words, he told us he was disconnecting the link, so it wasn't a surprise.
Okay. In
so
that
you
case,
get 2 words back. What's going on is all you've said so far.
do you need help? Or should we go to Alice?
Got 6 words left.
I mean, you don't have to use all 25, but yeah.
You have 25 words.
There you go. Yeah, you hear this in your mind, which is strange because I don't think she's ever used this spell. And Simon, you hear this, you hear Rowan's voice in your head all of a sudden.
Okay, now do I have to intentionally concentrate on this, or can I just, say I want to say something to Lazarus? Does that count as my message, or do I have to actually focus on it?
You're not sure?
Wait, hold on. Why does Discord keep messing up Simon's audio for me? Hold on.
To answer your question, Simon, technically it's in response to the sending you just received. So you could speak to Simon, or you could. Well, you are Simon. Go ahead and talk to yourself. You could speak to like Lazarus or anyone else, but you can reply back. This is DM area at this point.
Okay. Well, oh shit. This is what I sent back. We are safe. Grease is captured.
14 words.
Tegan wants him to kill Prince, sister hostage in palace or prison, whichever one. How many I got left?
Like
4.
4 words.
I've been counting.
No go to palace.
How about don't go to palace?
Same thing. Same thing.
All right.
He said what he said.
There you go, Rowan. No go to palace.
No, go to palace.
All of a sudden, everyone's starting to talk like Vec.
You're right.
Vec can agree with this.
We gotta go to the arena.
You can't tell me that. You don't have any words left.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. So I guess we start making our way back to where we last saw them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where would you guys have been going at this point?
To the arena, because it's meta.
It's not terrible reasoning, but sure. Would Rowan have said anything?
Well, this is the deal. This was sent after he spoke to Grease. They were gone for a little bit. So before she sent that message, where would you guys have been going? That's the fucked up part, but...
Fair enough.
Okay.
So after standing around and kind of breaking away from the audience, finally, the first thing we would need to do is probably get ready to talk as a group what we might need to do. Like contingency plan. We would probably all feel that, right? And because we knew we couldn't go to the palace, so we bought the distraction. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of places we could go, so the most logical place is probably one of the places we've been. And if we couldn't go back to the palace and we knew it, we'd probably head to the library, if I had to guess. Is that dumb?
No, library sounds good. We still gotta give the staff to Deckard.
Okay. So then the library is the most conclusive.
Okay. I'm going to activate the library map. Deckard is not in there at the moment. Lazarus is not in there at the moment.
Oh, damn.
Does that seem suspicious to us? Like, does this place seem odd as we walk in?
No, it's just it's evening time, and the library. There's a couple of people in here, but Deckard's not in here. Like, there's some random people in here. We're gonna use this. Nope, let's get fireplace. You know what? Yep, we're gonna use it. Fuck it, sounds good. Let me grab you guys' tokens.
I've already been here.
Yep. So Draven, who's not on the map? Oh, everybody. Okay. Rowan and where the fuck is Ross? There he is. All right, you guys get here. Lazarus and Simon, where would you guys have gone? All right, back towards where the party was, I guess.
Yeah, to the road.
They are not there. The party is gone.
Shit. Did you tell them to not go to the palace?
Yes, I did tell them not to go to the palace.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was established when y'all first got the letter from the children. So
Yeah.
Oh, so I kind of left that out.
Where could they have gone? The inn? No. Think.
Well, before we got into the, the little situation at the gate, we did mention going to drop the staff off
With Deckard.
with Deckard and ask him about it. Maybe that's where they went.
Well, where could he be? It's early in the morning. I don't think...
no, it's evening time actually.
Oh, it's evening time already.
It's the end of the day.
Guy his age is probably asleep by now, unless you think he did another all-nighter in the library.
He's a pretty eccentric old fella. I mean, I don't know how much he actually has to do with his day.
Let me ask you two
Rude.
this: as you guys have y'all stopped at this point now at where the party was, trying to gather your thoughts and figure out where to go?
I'm thinking that we're stopped at the end, like, of an alley looking into the road.
Okay.
Out of sight.
Yep. So for this little, I need both of y'all to give me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
Because at least one of you were missing, according to what the guards saw. There was an illusion of Simon, but y'all don't know that. Oh my God.
Okay, bye.
Jesus, Simon.
Lazarus, as you were sitting there discussing this, you just happened to, you go to lean against a little box or a crate, something that you just kind of saw at the corner of your eye, and as you do so, it's actually a crate for like fruit and vegetables, so it's very shantily made. And as you go to sit on it, even your light little body, it collapses under your weight. It just makes a hell of a racket in the end of this alley here.
Shit. This is oddly familiar.
You guys hear some shouts throughout the around, not super close by, but some people heard that.
I don't think we can stay here much longer.
Yeah, I think somebody heard that. Let's GTFO.
Let me look on the map real quick. We'd be right about in the road.
Simon's not actually from a fantasy world. He's from like 2010. That's funny as fuck.
No, this would be the slang. That's island slang.
Do I see anything in this alley that I may be able to, cover myself with, kind of change my appearance or something?
You know what? Give me an investigation check.
Didn't you purchase some clothes from the
But those would probably be stowed away in one of y'all's bags of holding. Oh.
God. Oh.
That's a nat 1. You are, as the thought crosses your mind, you're thoroughly distracted more by the sound that Lazarus made and getting the fuck out, as you said. So you don't really see nothing immediately in the vicinity. You guys do hear footsteps coming from either the street nearby or maybe another alley close by.
We need to go back.
I'll follow Laz, lead the way.
I'm going to be leading us towards the arena.
Okay.
We can send a messenger once we're there.
Ah, true. All we gotta do is look for the little kids.
Excuse me.
I will be leading us through the alleys and stuff towards the arena.
Okay.
Trying to get to the basement or whatever.
As you two, okay, Simon, give me another stealth check. Lazarus, give me a stealth check at disadvantage. Since you did so poorly on that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. You guys managed to whiff around the corner. As soon as you go around the corner of this building and this, step out of this alleyway, you cut into the corner, and there's a doorway there that's open. Simon, you grab Lazarus and jerk him into the doorway, and each of you kind of step on either side of the doorway there in the shadows, and at that moment, you see 3 guards come kind of running past and take off into the alley where you guys just left. As soon as they turn that corner, you two shoot out, and head across the street into another alley and duck around through some shadows behind some other buildings. At this point, you reach a section of the city where it looks to be like some tents set up. Matter of fact, I'll bring you to this map. Oh, you know what? It is night time.
It is night time.
Simon and Lazarus. Alright, there's your party token. Whoops. Damn it! I keep drawing light bulbs. There is your party token right here. Here, I'll zoom in for you. So you see like this little tent city kind of set up where people have been staying. And you know that the entrance to the arena is just beyond those.
Let's go find these blades.
Yep. I start keeping an eye out for children or, teenagers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you guys pass through these tents, you see... You know what? Give me both of you can give me a perception check.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
There are people kind of scattered throughout here. They're not necessarily hiding. Some of them are sitting there maybe playing some kind of game, dice, stuff like that. With Lazarus, you notice that there are a few who are just kind of seem like they just seem a little off to you as you catch them staring at you as you walk by, like maybe they were posted there as opposed to just being there in the moment.
Simon, hand me that letter.
As you walk by a couple of them, you turn and look back, and like the first one you passed is gone. And when you turn back to look at the direction you're walking again, you see a couple of kids kind of cross in front from tent to tent, and you see it's almost like you're seeing movement in a domino effect, and it gets further and further away from you. Like you see someone here, and then a little ways down, and this one crosses here, and a little further down, and it's like you understand what's going on as what you are. Something's being passed, some information is being passed, and it's just like dominoed out in front of you, like a domino effect. Somebody knows you're there.
I'm gonna unravel the letter and hold it out. It's like, we need your help.
You just stop and say this?
Mm-hmm.
The first man that you passed, who disappeared a moment later, steps out of the tent. I say man, he's probably 17. Maybe. For a human, he's quite young. But he appears to be the eldest of the group that you've seen so far. He looks at the letter. He just looks down at you. Where is the rest of your group?
We don't know.
We don't know, but yeah, we don't know.
He turns and looks into one of the tents, which you can't see into, but he turns and looks into one of the tents, and he makes it looks like some kind of symbol with his hand, like which you guys have seen sign language. You can assume it's probably something along those lines, and you hear some small footsteps take off, and you hear, after a moment, you hear multiple sets of footsteps take off, and then almost like a mini stampede kind of through the sand. You see movement out the corner of your eyes as like just a flock of children scatter amongst the tents and disappear amongst the streets. Please, follow me.
I'll nod my head and follow him.
Yep.
Yeah, they take you down into the arena. Okay. As you get into the entrance of the arena... Did I make this? No, I didn't do that. Oh my god. Well, son of a bitch.
Made a whole underground syndicate. Didn't even give them a map.
I have a map, but I didn't upload the background image, so the map is not there, but the map has been created, but there's no image.
Wow.
I've been really busy this week, man. I'm sorry. We're gonna use something else though, so we're gonna use something that is called Theater of the Fucking Mind. How about that? So, as you guys walk into this arena, you could tell the arena has kind of been shut down, is now being used for other purposes. People are living here. But you guys, given the situation of the city and the outer city being walled off, those people had to have somewhere to go, right? So, under this, in the arena here, you have this under section where, people would congregate in whatever before whatever is starting, whatever fight is starting or show or whatever. This is all you see, like lean-tos and tents set up in here, and you see people sitting against the walls, sitting on little cushions. There are probably hundreds of families living all along this outer wall of the arena here. And he walks over to you. He walks over to one of the tents. He pulls the flap aside, and he just motions for you to go in. Are you stepping in?
Yeah, I'll follow his lead.
Yeah, as you guys step in, you immediately walk into it looks like a doorway that has been opened, like the tent has been set there to block a doorway. The door is open, and as you go in, you immediately begin to go down some stairs, which would lead to underground, underneath the entire arena. You go downstairs for maybe 10-15 steps, and you walk into a room, and there are several, again, young, I'd say adolescent to upper teens, but there are probably 50 or 60 of them in here, and they are all holding crossbows pointed at you. That's the ones you see. There are light sources in here, small candles here and there. There are lots of shadows. You have dark vision. Where you enter and where you are standing, it is lit up from above, like you're standing underneath kind of a makeshift chandelier, for lack of a better. It's not exactly a chandelier, but some candles set on like a wheel-shaped situation that's hanging, and you are directly underneath that. You are in the brightest part of this room, so you understand that it's you're standing in the most well-lit spot. These are humans. They probably can't see in the dark, but you see a lot of them in the shadows and the darkness where they think that you can't see them. They are unaware that you have dark vision. With that, we're going to jump to the rest of the group. As you guys are in the library, you guys get to the library. On the way, you would send that message and receive... What?
there's one inconsistent thing that happened, and it was due to the order of operations in which things happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that we went to the library before Rowan sent the message,
Right.
which is what you had us establish.
Right. Okay. Well.
So in the
yeah,
process
yeah,
of
yeah,
that,
yeah.
would Rowan really have not mentioned where we were heading in her message?
She could have.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. No.
I thought we were in the middle of the streets when I sent that message.
No, but yet we were at the time because that happened first, and then he's like, yes, but this message is being sent after.
Mm.
And so that little inconsistency kind of matters here.
Yeah, it does.
And
it does. And it was because of the order of operations. Yep. Well, we can retcon some things.
It's up to you, whatever's easiest.
No, that's fine. We could always say that, they knew where you were going, and, with Rowan saying that to, we're going to be at the library or whatever, during Simon's reply, well, no, he used all of his words.
We could have just assumed that they were safe at the library and headed to the arena anyway.
Well, if they already knew not to go to the palace because we read them the letter,
That's
then
true.
You could say that I just cut that out and said we are going arena.
Or head to arena.
Yeah.
We could always
Underground.
do that.
Yeah, is that cool with everyone?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're on our way, if that's okay with you.
So, yeah, you guys, at this point, during y'all's trip to the arena, a child runs up to you, and basically, you'll have some money or some food.
Stalemate of all people reaches down to his coin purse to pull out money, and pulls out 20 gold pieces, puts it in his pocket, and then hands the kid the bag.
Oh shit, okay. As you hand the kid the bag, you know what? It is... Hang on a second.
Ooh.
It's a little girl, actually. A young girl, probably 10, if you'd have to guess, for a human. Draven's... Anyways, doesn't matter. She puts this big smile on. You can tell she's lost a couple of teeth. She's about that age, And she says, "Thank you, mister. You may be repaid at the arena." As she looks directly into your eyes and takes off, running into an alley.
Repaid at the arena. Well, that is where we were heading.
True.
Sorry, go ahead.
Indeed. Nope, I was just worrying.
I see a lizard.
All right, to the arena. To the
I
arena.
see a lizard. Oh, whatever. All right.
Grease. How are you doing?
Back, make sure you catch that lizard.
We have made it to the arena, and we now have crossbows pointed at us.
I think we're with the blades. I hope.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna send you a message, Simon.
Send that to Laz too.
Yeah, all three of us are linked.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do that.
Copy paste, bitch.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. So. All right. They basically he says that, and they know you're back in town, so they're kind of waiting for the jump here, Anyways, as you two are sitting here with all these crossbows pointed at you, a young boy, man, he's kind of on the edge there. Looks 19, maybe 18. You know, he's still young. Walks in. He's got a wooden peg leg. And short cropped brown hair. A pouch on the side that jingles as he walks. And it's full. It is full. He approaches out of the shadows and into the light here. And, well, it's finally nice to meet you.
Hi.
I need to recover from that. Hold on.
What? The fuck?
Please don't say suffering succotash.
Please. Oh God.
Sorry, Adam. Could you repeat that? I didn't get it.
Oh my god!
He said, fuck all of you. That's what he said. Alright.
Okay.
Are we done? Are we fucking done?
Yeah, we're done.
Alright.
No, we're not.
Well,
We're deceased
anyways.
is what we are. We're deceased.
He says,
Heard it.
why don't you have a seat here while your friends are waiting to wait till your friends arrive. They have been sent a message.
All
I'm
right.
so happy right now.
I guess
Would
they
you
will-
happen to have a beverage of some sort?
Yes, we have water and we have wine. What would you prefer?
How about some watered wine?
Oh my god!
Why?
What
Why
the
would you
worst?
do this?
Weirdo.
The worst.
Why?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
No. The answer is no.
No.
Yeah, he just
No.
that makes no sense.
How real people
you
take
could
it.
have your choice here. My name is Wirt, by the way.
Wart.
Wirt.
Wort.
Hello,
Oh,
Rick.
no, you didn't.
My name is Simon.
Oh my god.
Is that how you say that?
Huh.
Yeah, fuck it,
Bro,
why
he's
not?
about to throw hands with you.
Oh
No!
no.
I have walked away from Simon towards the chairs at this point.
He's gonna throw hands with you.
Jesus Christ.
We need
Almighty.
allies. You know what we should do? Piss off their leader.
Low or high, Simon?
Oh.
Here it is.
Let's go low.
Always go high, my friend.
Survey says.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
He looks at you hard, in your eyes. He's not quite as tall as you, Simon. Simon's quite tall. But he kind of straightens and looks at you. Seriously? You're gonna make fun of the guy who's trying to help you?
No, absolutely not, man. I get tongue-tied sometimes.
I'm gonna say in the psychic link, just stop fucking with the kid.
I'm tired. I've, been through an ordeal, man. I just trekked across the desert. On a smelly-ass camel.
Watch camels be his favorite animal.
Oh my God.
I love camels. No, I'm joking. I'm not even gonna give you a saving grace here, dude. I'm just gonna I mean, that was just rude as fuck, bro. He says, he looks at you, he listens to your bullshit response there, and he says, I don't think we'll be dealing with you.
Oh.
Look, I apologize for my, asshole response.
I'm gonna speak up and say, Simon, shut it.
Yeah, and I abruptly shut up and I sit down on the ground.
in the middle of the light.
Okay, Lazarus, give me a persuasion check. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage. God.
You could
We'll
take
make
Simon
this
for the
fucking-
disadvantage.
All right, where is that?
Oh God. Oy vey. Oh, I'm stressed.
You see the young man named Wirt. He raises his hand and makes a gesture, and you guys can see in the dark. So you see these children just vanish into the shadows, and Wirt turns and walks out an entrance or an exit through the back, and closes the door, and you guys are left completely alone in this room as these kids have disappeared through small ventilation shafts and looks like sewer entrances and just you're left alone here.
I pretty much turn to Laz and go, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is your bad. And Lazarus is just gonna turn and walk back up the stairs without looking at Simon.
Follow Lazarus.
About this time, the rest of you, you're approaching the tent city here, shanty town, whatever you want to call it, as a young boy runs up, probably 12, 13 years old. I'm sorry, your friends are on the way. You can wait here for them.
Did something happen?
I tossed the little fellow a coin.
Yeah, well,
Thank
you're not there, Simon. He's telling this to
right.
Rowan and Ross and all them. Yep.
Thank you. We will wait right here. We appreciate you.
So wait, Rowan asked, did something happen? Did he answer?
He does not answer. He just shrugs his shoulder and turns around and runs off into the tent. Disappears amongst the tents.
I don't like the fact that we were called to come here and now we're waiting.
Neither do I. And
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, we do not know how they handle these things. You know as well as I. When in uncharted waters, we acquiesce to the host.
I would keep my eyes about me and my sword arm ready. This smells of an ambush.
I am gonna look around. I'm gonna just observe the people around me.
When Ross said smells funny, Vec just looks around and just kind of sniffs the air, and Vec don't smell anything.
Of course.
I stopped glaring at my surroundings long enough to look at Vec. No, Vec. Keep aware of look around, okay? Make sure no one's going to attack us unawares.
Oh, he just nods.
I reach out and just pat him on the chest.
Rowan, your perception, you notice y'all are followed here, by the way. Now that you've stopped and you're kind of looking around, there are these guards. They're not closing in on you. They're not even trying to hide. But they're very openly standing there watching you, about 6 or 7 of them.
How many guards?
6 to 7.
Blue bands?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm
Is there
going
anyone else
to.
around?
So hang on, because Rowan's the one that noticed it, so let her.
Yeah,
do
hold
what
on,
she's gonna do
Draven.
with it.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm going to mutter under my breath. We've been followed.
Don't look at them.
I
Can you
won't.
tell us? Well, I was saying it for the others. Sorry. Where are they?
They're right behind us at the entrance. And at this, I'm gonna I'm gonna look to see if there's like any like injured civilian or whatever.
Let me clarify. They're keeping their distance. They're about 40, 50 feet away, but they are clearly just standing in the road staring at you.
Just in the middle of the road staring at us.
Draven, I think you had something.
No, I realized that wasn't. I had forgotten. You're fine. Continue.
It's at this moment that Simon and Laz come approaching you from the tents here.
Goodness. My shoulders sag in relief for a brief second, and then I tense up again.
You can see Lazarus as they're both walking towards you guys. He's looking at the ground, looking very despondent.
What happened? And say so very quietly because there's guards behind us.
There won't be any help. We need to do this
What
ourselves.
do you mean there won't be any help?
There won't be any help.
Like they're
I look at
refusing
her
to help
directly
us.
in the eyes. I say nothing else.
Is there any opportunity that we might contact them again? Renegotiate terms? Anything?
Be my
Maybe.
guest.
Maybe possible.
Je know.
No, I was gonna check to see if there's any injured civilians around. Like anyone
doesn't
looking
appear to be.
sick and need of help. No.
No. I mean, there are a few people kind of sitting in the alley, sitting around the tents that look, they could probably use some healing. But, unless if you want to approach, I mean, they don't look injured, they look sickly.
Would my healing help them?
Possibly.
You do have spells that can aid in removing.
I know. I'm gonna check to see.
As Rowan's doing that, unless you've got something right now.
Not yet.
Okay. As Rowan's doing that, I would say, though right now we don't necessarily have a place to lay our heads and think. I seem to be asking Lazarus and Simon.
When he asks that, I'm going to, as quietly as I can, explain what Grease told us about, again, the sister being imprisoned, about the coup being planned on the prince, and about how everything is going to be pinned on us.
How do you tell them that? I mean, that's a lot of shit to just dump out there, because they did not hear that conversation, so you need to impart that information however Lazarus would.
So,
let's walk and talk. It looks less suspicious.
Where are we gonna go? Rowan just said that you're being followed.
No, it doesn't matter. I think the more we move about, the better our chances of not being overheard are. Forces them to move with us. The old sellsword tactic.
Also, it is roughly 9-10 o'clock at night at this point. You're starting to feel a little weary, although you were traveling by camel, so you didn't walk through the desert. That's going to be a little bit of a saving grace for you guys at this point. Actually, are you still on camels? No. No.
I mean, Firebrand's still nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just galloping through the alleys on camels.
I mean, yeah. I know you and Simon aren't, because y'all had to sneak through the fucking city.
I would assume that while Rowan is out over helping like some of the civilians, we'll try to keep her in eye shot.
Rowan. Yeah, let's get to that. Did you find something?
Does lesser restoration help the sick?
It can, yes.
Yeah,
can absolutely
one of
help.
its abilities are cure.
I'm gonna go up to, guess the first sick person I find.
You find an older lady there. What can I do for you, dearie? As you look at her, let me check something real quick.
I got like fucking Once Upon a Time vibes there.
How A 19 insight check. Yeah. Once you get up to her, she's not really sick. It seems to be an act. Seems to be she's putting on airs of helplessness.
Do you have any sick or injured here? I was told by Grease that most of the city is in disrepair and that the people could use some aid.
Give me an investigation check while you're here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just want to see something.
Hold on.
Just your character sheet. Just click investigation from there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Boy.
Upon close inspection, this old lady probably really isn't even an old lady. We take care of our own here today.
Oh, I see. Then is there any food or water I could offer you?
Well, I've never want to turn down food or water.
Do you have any empty containers?
Certainly. She reaches back and you see her grab a decanter that is completely full of water, and she dumps it into a nearby pottery, like a clay pot, and she sets the decanter down in front of you, empty.
Okay. I'm using create food and water. And I'm storing all the water inside of the decanters, and then the food is gonna be in plates on like.
Wow! At this,
That is large food and water.
She stands up and is kind of mouth just wide open, staring at you. And at this point, the quickness with which this lady gets up and moves back, and now that her part of her disguise that makes her look old is the clothes and rags that she wears and the way she's kind of hunched over. As she's standing there, you can tell she's probably only about 25 years old woman.
Sorry, I should have warned you before I did that.
She takes a few steps back, kind of gasps, and you see at this point the rest of you as well, as you're having the conversation, kind of watching for Rowan. You see a lot of children kind of poke their heads out of these tents and begin to rush forward at this food and water that just appears in front of everyone. What? She kind of what the hell was that?
Sorry, you roboted a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed the last thing you said.
Yeah, we missed the last part.
Oh, I'm sorry. She kind of gasped and what the hell was that?
Oh, it's just something I can do.
Oh, that's quite amazing, actually. I need to move everybody to the map, I guess. Sorry, guys. I didn't know y'all were still in the library.
I was wondering, like.
Yeah, you should have said something, fuckers. I mean, it's
He's
mostly theater of the mind, but.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she's like at a loss for words. No idea what to say about that. And these kids are just, they're eating. Like, they didn't even question. They just began eating when they see the food appear.
It's a little bland, but it'll fill you up, at the very least.
Are you some kind of celestial?
Celestial? No. I think so. At least not in my ancestry, I don't think.
This is no short of a miracle. How did you do this?
I guess in this world they would call it magic as well.
I've never seen magic to create. I've only seen magic that destroys and kills.
Oh no, that's not the only magic that exists in well, in the world, but I guess if magic has only been used by those who would use to destroy, then perhaps that's all you've seen. We can also heal, purify, protect.
How can I return this favor? Surely I don't have anything someone like you would need.
I honestly just take it. I don't really need anything. My friends and I gesture towards my other group. We came here because we ran into a child in the streets, and well, she told us to come here.
Yes, you were supposed to meet with someone. But I'm sorry, what is your name, dear? I am Santi, by the way.
Santi, I'm Rowan.
She pulls out, she kind of reaches into a couple of pockets. You see her fumbling through multiple pockets, digging here, digging there, reaching inside the clothes, and she pulls out like a single gold piece. And she says, "Here, please."
No, it's you keep it. I insist.
But if there's anything you need, I mean, I don't have much to offer, but please ask of it.
Am I nearby? Can I hear this?
Well, during this, you guys were talking with Lazarus, and y'all saw this happen. Would y'all have stopped and kind of started paying attention? This conversation was not secretive. I mean, she's out in the open speaking, so you would have heard this if you guys stopped and paid attention.
Okay.
I think we would at the casting of the spell.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, yeah. You heard every word.
Okay. So I kind of walk my way back that way, and tell her, yes, there might be one thing that you could do for us.
Please.
What would that be, Simon?
I'm gonna say it in the psychic link. Don't try anything stupid.
Yeah. I think I done learned my lesson on that. It seems that when me and my little companion here met this guy named Wirt, I seem to have offended him. And
Offended?
he pretty much told us to beat feet, and he would not help us.
As you say,
Rowan
offended.
looks like she's gonna have a connuption.
As you say, offended, Rowan. Dele looks at you and says, "Yes, he made fun of his speech."
I just look down,
Simon?
turn red, and don't say anything. Kind of slight nod.
With that, in that moment, Lazarus and Simon, you realize the information here flows quickly amongst these people. Like, this is a network.
Anything. Please tell this this gentleman. I don't know who they are, honestly. But if they need anything so that I can make up for my friend's callousness, I would greatly appreciate if they could reconsider us. Instead of us, including Simon, I'm like just gesturing to the others and myself.
And threw me all out in the street, dude.
Yeah, just throw Simon under the bus, huh? Well, it's like this. She looks at you, Rowan, and she looks at the guards that have kind of followed you guys here. And again, they're still keeping their distance. Miss, I'm sure I don't know who you're referring to. I can't help you, I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say that they looked at the guards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can catch. It's obvious, right? We don't need to like be any great
Right.
intuitive person. Okay.
Yeah, it was very obvious. She stood, looked at the guards that were following you, and made a show of it, and then raised her voice significantly to be heard.
I would like to join that group and just put a hand on like Simon and Rowan's back and bow my head and respectfully towards the lady. I'm sure that we'll meet in passing on the street. Thank you for your hospitality. If you could just direct us towards maybe a local watering hole, that would be nice.
Is it for the camels?
I hear she leans in very quietly. I hear the smithy has an opening or two.
Ah, very well.
In the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to approach the guards.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I will actually be right behind.
Oh,
Draven.
God.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, with Vec approaching, you see them kind of, they kind of glance nervously at one another, and they straighten a little. Two of them pull out crossbows, and they hold them down
When they
towards the
straighten
ground.
up, Vec goes from this hunched 6'9" position to this massive 7'6" position, basically just like overtowering them.
Yeah, if they pull out weapons, Stalemate will unsheath his weapon, holding it down at the side as well. I'm walking straight towards them. Gentlemen, good evening.
What can we do for you?
Yes, I couldn't help but notice as you were blatantly fucking following us. What is it that you want?
We keep an eye on everyone that walks around the streets at night. What's it to you?
Well, unfortunately, you are blatantly following us. As we talked about that before, and you are now telling me you keep an eye on everyone. I'm asking you, why are you following us once again? Try and keep up.
He looks a little confused at back and forth between his buddies. We just doing what we were told? We don't like having people on the streets at night. It's dangerous, you see. People could get killed.
Alright. But you see, I don't believe you. Because I saw you earlier. Now, I will ask you one last time. Why are you following us? And Stalemate, like, all, like, compassion demeanor is dropped. And it just stoic, blatant asshole is coming out.
I've told you why. I don't have to explain my business to the likes of you.
I'm gonna spit on the floor in front of him and ask him, you might have to very soon if you continue to behave that way. Like you said, people could get killed out here. I'm gonna
I
walk
crack my
away.
knuckles.
First, tell me low or high.
Hi.
Are you fucking shitting me? Okay, I'm gonna roll this again. It's 50 dead on. Actually, no. You know what?
High?
That would actually
1
be
through
considered.
49.
That's
Whoa.
technically high.
Yeah, 1 through 49 is low.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
yeah.
bit high.
You, as you say that and you begin to turn, you just happen to see that one of these four guards, the one on the very end, if you're facing them, the one to your left, one of them with the crossbow. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. He's looking for. You see him glance out the corner of his eye, like towards the alleys, towards the houses, and you see him as the guy kind of gets rude with you. He kind of shakes his head and closes his eyes, like he looks like he doesn't want to be a part of this.
Simon starts walking towards Ross.
Ross is standing right next to you.
Yeah,
I'm right
Ross
behind
is
you.
like right next to us.
Wow.
So okay, let me explain the situation here. You have Ross, Rowan, Lazarus, and Simon are right in front of the tents here, speaking to a woman, right? And they're all kind of kids now, eating and all that. Draven and Vec have gone about 40 feet down the. Well, actually, these blocks. This city's huge, so the measuring tool's not good for that. They're about 40, 50 feet away from you, speaking to the guards who are blatantly following the group.
And we
So-
can pretty much hear what's being said, right?
I don't know if you would hear because the distance and this woman is speaking to you at the moment, and you have a bunch of children around you, like making a ruckus with the food and the everything that and then that's good, I mean, like just there's a little bit of noise around you at the moment.
Definitely would have seen Vex straighten his back, though.
So you definitely see it. You definitely hear the speaking. You just don't understanding the words because of the distance and the stuff that's going on around you.
I start slowly making my way towards Vec and Draven.
Yeah, and picking up where you sort of left off with the guards, you mentioned the sort of weak link who didn't want to be there. As Draven turns his back, he walks a step or two and stops. And slow turns. Actually, what do you say we all just get a bite to eat? Are you gentlemen hungry? My friend Vec here can cook.
I kind of just chuckle at this point, like, I can cook.
The guard that was rude with you. Yeah, this dude's a dick. He just go on about your way, huh? Find somewhere to sleep for the night. Maybe your nice cushiony rooms the prince provided for you. Off the streets with you.
I always prefer the floor to the cushiony pillows. So I'll pass on that. But you look like you're hungry. I insist, why don't you come eat with us? And I'm gonna walk towards him. Slow.
What is your demeanor as you say this?
As said, why don't you come meet with us? And I'm walking towards him. However, the guard would interpret that.
He's going to. I think somebody's knocking at my door. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna pause the stream for a minute. Pause. Okay. Yeah, as you're walking up to this guy, he takes like a half step back and pulls out. He unsheaths you would recognize it as a falchion, like a two-handed scimitar, basically. The one on the side of him, seeing that, immediately pulls out his scimitar, and the two with the crossbows, the one to your right raises the crossbow at you, and the one on the left, he slowly kind of raises the crossbow, but it's still pointed kind of more towards your feet than actually at you.
Okay. I will continue. They didn't say anything? They're just raising their weapons out?
Yeah, Yeah, they're not gonna fuck with you. If you're gonna keep coming, they're gonna attack. I'm gonna let you know that.
Yeah, cool. So I'm going to use an ability of stalemates. Da, da, da. As they raise their weapons, Stalemate will look at their weapons and go, "Did you know the hundreds of snakes that we killed to turn the lights back on," motioning towards the sky, "had much bigger weapons than those." I'm just keeping the same kind of slow pace as I move towards them, weapon out, and what I assume would be Vec in his full height approaching with me. And I'm going to say some intimidating words to the guards as terms of demeanor here. Your forks would cut some steak pretty good, but that would probably be about it. So is this your way of saying you want to come eat with me? Or are you walking away and stop following us? I'm confused, and I would very much like your answer.
What's this ability you're using?
It is... Sorry. It's one of those fucking weird ones.
Never heard of it.
Features. Yeah, you never heard of the fucking weird ones?
No. It's kind of weird.
Features. It is called...
Talking shit?
Commanding voice. Yeah, it's called commanding voice.
Click it.
So I'll...
Let's see. Traven, features, commanding voice.
I'm sorry, no, wait. This whole thing's fucking whack, man. Let me go on D&D Beyond, I know what it is there. Yeah, it is called the commanding voice. Okay, so starting at 6th level, not everything. And the heralds is military and commanding troops. Sometimes a herald has to talk.
Yeah, you have expertise, persuasion, intimidation skills.
Yes.
Twice per day you can spend inspiration to give yourself advantage on one of the two rolls. So you're trying to persuade or intimidate? Intimidate, I presume?
In this case, I think it's more appropriate.
Okay, well, give me advantage. Give me a roll, intimidate with advantage.
Okay. And I, at least before I make this roll too, because this isn't really all about me, I think we also have Vec here.
Yes, absolutely.
Who I'm assuming is helping.
Yes.
Well, you already have advantage. So you... This... I'm not going to do that for anything but combat. So, you have advantage, but I will lower the DC slightly because of Vec being there. So, not slightly, but I will lower it.
What's the lighting in this situation that we're in? Is it like kind of like low lit dim?
It is definitely dark. It is nighttime. It is roughly 9:30 in the evening.
Is there like a moon out or anything like that, or is it like
there is
or like a torchlight somewhere? Okay,
it's probably twilight as far as vision goes.
I'll just be behind Draven, like just this tall, tall, imposing knoll. But from the moonlight, you can just kind of just see his eyes, just kind of like, you know, that reflectiveness you see in cats in the dark with like.
Roll again.
It'll be like kind of like that. You just see the beady eyes of the reflectiveness.
Okay.
Yeah, because you do have advantage.
Sorry. My bonuses on that are all fucky. I don't know why. Okay. That should fix it.
Oh shit. 27. Wow, yeah. The guy lowers his falchion. After looking at you for a second, you begin to see the sweat, bead of sweat kind of dripping down. And as you approach him saying this, you see him and the two to your right begin to glance at each other nervously, and then those two kind of look towards this main guy here that was talking. As he you see a slight quiver as he starts to shake a little. He takes a step backwards, and he puts the sword up, and he kind of holds up his hands and look. Just get off the street, huh? We have a job to do. And you see him kind of tell the other guys like back away, and they begin to walk down the street, but kind of backwards and slowly, just keeping an eye on you until they get a little ways away, and then they turn and they cut around the side of a building. From that point, you don't know if they keep going or if they just stop there to collect themselves. But yeah, you actually intimidate them away.
Okay. Come back. Let us rejoin our friends and move swiftly from here.
All right. You guys approach Rowan and Simon and Ross and Lazarus. You guys see your two friends coming back, and the guards take off down the street, disappear around the corner.
Huh. Good job, Draven.
Yes, I reminded them that it was supper and it was late. We should probably move and not be here. We need to make arrangements for the evening.
Okay, where do you suggest we stay, though?
Well,
Sorry.
we were given a suggestion, weren't we?
To stay here. Yes, that is problematic. You're right. We need to pull out of sight while the guards are not.
I'm sorry. We were given a place, right?
blacksmith,
Ross,
right?
well, Ross and Simon may understand what she's
And-
referring to there. I mean, not Ross. Sorry, Simon and Lazarus.
Well, Stalemate doesn't know that.
Right.
So you can explain it if you want.
Are we like walking away now? Because I mean, Ross would have been like
I don't
said
know.
his goodbyes. Okay, Ross. Thank you, young lady. We should go now. I turn away and start walking away.
If you need anything, Santi, come find me.
Rowan, could I ask you to watch our tail and make sure that, well, we do not have one?
She has
As
a
we
smirk
leave.
on her face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her your cat could really use a golden necklace. Meaning we'll recompensate your leader for the trouble we've caused in Thieves' Camp.
Oh, by the way, Grease told us that Sentinel was taken away as well.
Jesus. Managed to get him too?
So while we're walking,
So,
I'm going
so-
to explain some things.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, Grease, for now, is alright. His entire home is surrounded by guards, not friendly. They have him. Think of it as a house arrest. They plan on killing the prince. Once we arrive at the palace, they're going to send him over to assassinate the prince, and they will pin it on us. We don't know where they're holding his sister, but we do know that she's captive.
That makes this pretty easy. I'm gonna look at Ross. It is much like,
Yeah, I
It
was
is
trying
like
to remind
cold
you something,
iron.
but-
Go ahead.
I was trying to remind Lazarus of something, but I hit the wrong
Mhm.
button. So
And Lieutenant Grash is there too.
I'll be more
Oh.
better.
oh, groin rash.
Hmm.
Oh,
Rebecca's just like looking around like, who's groin rash?
I think I appreciate the information now. However, Kind of look around. Why don't we get to this smithy first? See if we can find ourselves a private place to speak. Then exchange all this information, because from what it sounds like, we don't have much time before a move is made.
We don't know how much time we have, I'll retort.
Yeah. Draven will nod and stop speaking as we walk silently, hopefully, towards this.
Yeah.
And just to add, not out in the open. If there's any guards at all as we cross corners or check around, I would imagine we're just gonna wait a second for them to move. We don't want any tails knowing where we're going.
Mm.
Really quickly, I thought Lazarus said that they were planning on assassinating the prince like tomorrow or something like that. Is that?
Once we arrive at the palace, they're going to arrive with Grease and have him assassinate the prince. They're then going to blame it on us.
Okay, so you didn't say anything about a day.
No.
Okay, that's.
So
okay,
it's just when we
makes
enter the palace.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Which goes back to the letter that y'all were given.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
while also making sure that there's no one around, I will mention and I will look at Ross and Rowan specifically, since those are the only two that I can think of currently that know anything about this, or how to deal with this. Tegan isn't human. And everyone in the prison is dead.
I growled, but I would say let's find the smithy.
Everyone in the prison is... Liquor? What of liquor?
I don't know.
You fools, wait till we get back before you talk.
Okay, let's move.
I mean, the smithy is where exactly? Is it in town or?
It's on the southern side of town, I believe.
Yep. The one we met Sentinel at then.
Yes, I
Yes.
am bringing in I'm bringing in your tokens now. I think yeah, Ross is in there. Let's see. Lazarus, Draven, Rowan,
Oh yeah, it's center town, but it's walled off.
and Beck. As you guys approach, you see another small child. Kind of hanging around the corner here. I don't know if y'all be able to see this, but I'm gonna ping here, just outside. Are you guys?
The map is blank for me.
I can see.
Oh, look! Why is Vex still not here?
Yeah, something.
Like
something's
over here.
dragging.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's where he pinged. They're out there. You're right.
Vex is still not here. What the hell?
Let me
Yeah,
just refresh the page.
But yeah, the map was dragging for me too.
Oh, never mind. There it goes.
He couldn't fit through the door.
I'm a big boy.
Okay, so just outside, and you guys are in here, but just outside you saw a child waiting, and as you approach, the child runs by and taps a very distinct kind of rhythm against the door and takes off running again. And as you guys approach, as soon as you step up, the door is opened and Raj ushers you in quickly.
I enter first.
Yeah, you guys go in and I mean, y'all have been here before. I believe most of you have been here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Vec
hasn't.
Well, Vec hasn't, right? He ushers you in quickly. You see him kind of glance around and closes the door and latches it. Several locks on here on the inside. Oh, I was wondering when you would show up. I take it you have heard the news. Oh, well, wrong accent. I take it you have heard the news.
There's a whole mess going on outside. You were told that Sentinel's been taken as well?
Yes, unfortunately, he has been taken.
How in the world did they manage to drag Sentinel out of here?
What? Take a look.
Giant magnet.
As you turn around and look, there's a broken table. There's broken boxes. There is shit strewn about the floor. He just kind of glances. It was not easy, I tell you that.
Well, someone's gonna die. She says this kind of like as a hushed whisper.
Yeah, he says, sorry, someone did die. He took several of them out with him, actually.
Oh.
You have somewhere we could talk. We are limited on time and need to make some decisions.
We can speak freely here. If you wish, we can go into my office for a little more privacy. But here in the center of the forge, it is. There are no windows. If anybody's listening, they would be within our sight.
We did our best not to be followed, but I would ask that you double check if possible.
I want to. Oh, go ahead.
If there were anyone around the forge, we would know.
I want to say through the psychic link to Grease that the blades didn't work out and that we're at the smithy.
Right. So we have a lot to talk about.
Yep.
I prefer to do it in character if you guys go with it.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Yes, yes.
Lazarus, you would just get a reply. Well, that is unfortunate, friend. There's not a lot I can do. I wish you luck. I tell you this, these guys are getting kind of antsy. I don't know what you're doing, but people are getting nervous.
That is fine. We won't be long. Let us review what we know.
You don't hear that, by the way. That's just Lazarus and
That was Grease.
Simon.
That was
Yeah,
Grease.
That was Grease
not
talking
Lazarus.
to through the link because he still has the link established with Grease.
I keep fucking up. My bad.
That's fine, no problem. Hey, that's so it is what it is. You guys, he tells you basically, Raj tells you. Wow, Raj ain't even on the map. Where the fuck is he? He basically tells you that here in the center of the smithy, you're furthest away from the walls, furthest away from the windows. This is the safest place to talk. Obviously, still keep it down. But if anybody comes around the smithy, you will be alerted. He has friends out and about.
Yeah, so he does have a place to.
Okay.
Got it.
So, if any of us enter the palace, then they'll attack. We went to the arena before, and apparently two of our members had pissed off
One.
one of our party members has pissed off what's his name?
Wirt.
Hold on.
Wirt.
Wirt. We asked if there was any way that we could have an audience with him and see if he could, rethink his decision, reconsider us, and we were told to come here. There's too many things are happening at the moment.
You think that the leader of a potential rebellion force is going to sit on his hands at the first sign of a true rebellion starting? You see, I say rebellion literally here, for that is what we must do. The powers that be, and I do not mean the prince, are in charge of the city. They wish to solidify it. As soon as we return to the palace, as you say, they will succeed in doing so simply by blaming us with their actions. Our plan is to free Greece. We will start with him and cut off one head, albeit not the right head, but a head, of the snake that is constricting the poor people of this city. In doing so, we will free our biggest advantage, the linchpin of their plan, which is very
Well-
clearly Greece.
If we free Greaves, they still have a sister.
Which
We
is
don't
why
know where
no-
she is.
Right, which is why no one can leave that building alive, so that they know Greece is free.
But they
And which-
also might send someone in to get them, eventually. And then they might find all these bodies that we leave behind.
Agreed. Which is why we must act tonight. We do not give them time to reconsider the ifs, the buts, and the whats. They need to be the ones in the dark here.
Okay, then what's the plan?
We free Greece. After we free Greece, we now hold the card to their plan. The next plan is to free Greece's sister. As far as where we can get details on that, I am not sure. But if we can do that, they lose all leverage. In such, we've stopped their plan. Beyond that, the only other objective, the only piece left, is to find the man on top. What do we know about him?
I would ask one question here. Do we know... Are we for certain where they're holding Grease's sister?
No.
It's either the prison or the palace.
See. Then... I'd
Why
not...
would they hold her in the palace if they're planning to enter the palace to kill the prince?
Because if we plan on saving his sister first, and they see us go, then they start their plan.
As you'll see, there is no other option here. I'll look to Ross. It's like Cold Iron Keep all over again.
And how do you plan on doing this? There's at least 9 or 12 guards surrounding the house, and even more inside.
With the element of surprise.
Well, I would say I wouldn't discount the fact that the Blades may reconsider working with us again. After all, that young woman seemed pretty impressed with the magic Rowan displayed. Perhaps that can be leveraged. I don't know that we have the time to do it, but I would feel better having their resources, whatever they are, at our disposal.
Agreed. Perhaps it is best, before we leave to enact our plan, to leave a message for them as to what our plan is, so that if they so choose, they join in. Jess?
I would not.
Alright. Now, back to the question about the head of the snake. What do we know about the man? I think you said he was not a man?
As far as we know, he might look human, but Grease says he's not human. Not entirely. And in this world, that could only mean he's a demon.
Or corrupted some kind of way.
Or Nephilim. There's always that. Demon, human, or Nephilim.
Or Nephilim.
Nephilim are like, they're half celestials. Well, not really. But they're partially divine.
They're
Like
the
the
only
Ace.
people in this world that can utilize magic. At least the way we do.
Yeah, Nico?
So he could be Nephilim or corrupted or fiend. Either way, he's evil. That simplifies our choice.
I don't believe he'd be a Nephilim.
It's possible.
Do we have information on where we could find him? Potentially.
Well, the last time we encountered him, he was in the prison. But from what they said, everyone's in the prison's dead.
Well, we could assume if, once we show up, they're going to go get Grease and this assassination and getting us blamed for it. He's probably there waiting for this to go down.
If I may, we do know that General Tegan is... well, he is in the prison. I have heard through my friends that it is well, it would be bad if anyone would go to the prison. I think Grease's sister would be killed. If you are going to go to the prison, I would suggest you sneak in without being noticed, and very possibly kill everyone quickly. My brother was one of the ones in the jail for nothing, just speaking out against these bastard wolves. He is dead, according to everything we have heard. All the innocents, elderly, children, all of them that were in there for some stupid made-up crime has been killed.
I nod sadly at his explanation.
I am sorry for your loss. Alright. So we have the makings of a plan and information that we need. Let us review that. We need to know exactly where they are keeping Grease's Sea Star. If there was any way we could involve the Blades now in regards to that, that would be the loophole where we could go wrong the most, I would think. You see Stalemate kind of like scratching his chin. If only there was a way.
I think we should try renegotiating with the... They have an information network that could be valuable in finding his sister. That would probably leave Grease able to operate more freely without worrying about the retribution on his family.
I'm gonna turn towards this man that's here with us.
Raja?
Would it be possible? Yeah, Raja. Would it be possible for you to get this information to them? That if they were to help us with this plan, that would be one of the biggest things we would ask of them.
We have been looking for Lysandra for quite some time. Lissa. Sorry. We know that she is either in the barracks or in the prison. We are not certain which one. We cannot, even our little spies, as he kind of... his eyes kind of shift off to a corner as he smiles. Even our little spies, they cannot get in there without being noticed.
I see. That is good information. Well, if they were going to make a move other than spying, that would be the place to start. In the meantime, if we cannot count on them, the first step of the plan is to free Grease and make sure no one walks out of that building other than him alive. Are we all in agreement on this being the first step here?
I am sorry, but I do not think you are going to save your friend Grease.
And why is that?
His life is forfeit. He will either one be killed by the prince, or the prince's guards, or he will be killed by the wolves. He is not going to get out of this alive. I see no way to save him.
Well, thank you for your useless opinion. You offered literally no information.
Do you not
Now.
think we have tried?
Speaking rashly, he wants to help you, I assure you of that. I would say leave the matter of Grease's safety to us. If we can save him, and you can be damn sure we're going to try, we will. Time being, we ask that you do whatever you can to help us in this endeavor. Can you do that, Master Raja?
I can, but if you make a move on Grease, I am pretty certain they will kill his sister without hesitation.
How would they know? How would they know?
I think this endeavor I must ask that you allow us to exercise our martial prowess. We understand your concerns. Please just trust us.
I have seen what you are capable of. I have heard the stories from your your large metal friend. Fine.
One
I
of the
leave it
gods
in your
that-
hands.
You said Sentinel killed a god,
Several.
or one of the wolves.
He did, yes. Made quite a mess in here.
Attaboy.
Do you know where they keep their dead?
Oh no.
We-
God damn it.
I'm sorry, but we got rid of the bodies with evidence. You understand?
Jesus Christ.
Necromancer Rowan coming out full force.
Gotten rid of as in burned, or is
Oh.
it still in one piece?
Just looks towards the forge.
I just imagine Rowan licking her lips in that moment.
So
God!
he looks amongst you, and you see him kind of sigh. He looks down. He says, "You have to understand. I work with a certain group of people who I think you understand who I am referring to here. But I also have to keep up pretenses so that my family is not endangered.
Mhm.
The guards that were killed by your large friend, I was instructed to clean the place up and get rid of the bodies so that there was no evidence to point to the wolves. The bodies are burned. But I want to be clear, I will help in any way that I can, but I have to think of my family first.
I'm going to the furnace. I'm opening up the furnace, and I'm gonna see if
Oh
there
my God.
is a skull left over.
Oh no, they weren't burned here. No. He's yeah. They were burnt. They were
not
taken
here.
away from here and gotten rid of. They were destroyed.
Christ, Rowan.
Why does it smell
Sorry.
like sour bacon in here? It doesn't-
Yeah,
it's
Rowan.
Like you burned dead bodies in here.
Rowan
Yo,
just
she
going
wants
fucking
this
chaotic evil and
so-
shit.
Yeah,
Wants
straight
this
up.
so badly.
I mean, I
I
imagine
like your new black
tensions-
lipstick.
Yeah, right. Is that eyeshadow that like really dark now? Like, what the hell's going on here? Well, I'll tell you
Shut
what,
the hot topic.
guys. It's 9:30. Apparently there's gonna be some planning and talking here. We're gonna call it a night, or a session here, and hopefully, well, y'all have a lot to discuss in y'all's private chat. Fuck all of y'all. So y'all can. I mean, y'all got a week to figure out a plan here, and then when y'all get back next week, maybe y'all can, just kind of role play it out. But hey, man, I think shit's about to go down. And again,
It's gonna happen.
you do have the choice here. You don't have to deal with this.
What?
You could just haul ass and go do other stuff, but it's up to y'all. It's just bad things are happening. You could turn a blind eye if you wish, but
Yeah, there's no way.
hey,
All of our characters are invested.
there's
There's
a larger issue at stake, right? I mean, there's a larger issue to deal with in this world than this city's bullshit. But hey, we're gonna see what y'all do. That's up to y'all. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, and if anybody wants to sponsor me, god damn, please just sponsor me. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and we'll see y'all hopefully next week. Bye.
Bye.